Alrighty. Welcome everybody. How is your day and or weather and or sports team? Welcome in Whizzle, welcome in Dredge, welcome in Rexy, welcome in Domi, welcome in Silkmoth, welcome in Coven, welcome in Rosen. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Shit, no one saw that. Welcome in Rosen, welcome in Whizzle, welcome in Taxi, welcome in Crispy, welcome in Marshy, welcome in Streamrock, welcome in Chibi, lovely to have you, welcome in Fightmare, welcome in Necron, welcome in Dave, welcome in Solism, welcome in Ape, welcome in Broth, welcome in Viva, welcome in Celine, welcome in Mysteria, welcome in Epcar, welcome in Hero! Welcome in Silkmoth again. Thank you for the follow, Maniacal Maniac. Lovely to have you. Welcome in Taxi! Welcome in Reptron. Welcome in Wandering Cat. Welcome in NNB ZA. Welcome in Mafesto. Welcome in NPC. Welcome in Boredom King. Welcome in Katsa. Welcome in Akite. Welcome in Cat with a Gun. Welcome in Toby. Welcome in Calamity Ace. Welcome in Dark Zealot. Welcome in Jolie. Welcome in Sten. I'm down 2 finals. 1 to go. Let's go! Welcome in Az. Morning, sir. Right as I sit down at my desk with coffee. Hell yeah. I can't believe you're drinking coffee. Don't you like leaf juice? Isn't that so much better than bean juice? Welcome in Epic Elter! Please do sleep if you need to. Did someone give money on YouTube? Don't ask questions. Yes. Welcome in Fracta! I'm going well, how are you? Welcome in Anna, lovely to have you. Welcome in Dragonkin, welcome in Foxwater. Welcome in everybody. I hope you're all going really well. So, how has your day been? Welcome in, Dave! Thank you so much for the 75 stream streak. It is lovely to have you. Okay, I just realized I need to adjust something because I slightly fucked up one of my extensions. Give me 1 second. That is the wrong one. Oh, hydrate. Yes, sir. Just 1 second. Let me, before I forget, let me fix this. There we go. So that should show which song is playing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome in Neon! If you mix your coffee with tea, you unlock the ultimate morning beverage. No, the ultimate morning beverage is energy drinks. I wonder if I'm certified to be a familiar wheel participant. Welcome in Not So Luna! Just make sure you signed up, okay? I lost last week's wheel, which is a subtle reference to me being a fucking idiot. But it's lovely to have you. I'm powered by sugar and sheer will? Hell yes, sir. I prefer ground up and burned scenes of an Ethiopian bush to send me into fight or flight. Based. Welcome in Arai! Welcome in Virgil! Welcome in Cozy! Watching a stream mid-play test is peak brain rot? Hell yeah, brother. I haven't missed anything? Not yet, Arai. I just started. Welcome in Gergo! Lovely to have you, man. Welcome in Cruz. Good morning. Welcome in Ashi Ren. Lovely to have you as well. Welcome in Ravioli. Can I save up 100 pulls in 3 months? I have 50. Maybe. If you have the monthly card, I would say probably, but that's not guaranteed, Doc. That's assuming you save, like, literally everything. Pink has arrived. Thank you. That's very sweet. Hi, Soy. Welcome in, Gizarake. Welcome in, Knight. Lovely to have you. I hope you're both doing very well. So, how is everybody's week going so far? Low-key hoping it won't land on me because I'm broke. Oh, megalol. Oh, megalol. So yeah, I don't have a work story for people today. I spent the entire fucking day doing interviews. It was so miserable. Cause I'm not even the person doing the interviews. Just as I've alluded to in the past, I work at a secure area, so we need someone manually escorting, and I was the least busy. So I spent my entire day standing on my feet, walking people in and out of the building, doing fucking nothing. Welcome in Nightmare! Was I skipped? We have not spun yet. Don't worry, sir. Welcome in Dr. Otakri. Lovely to have you. My fat fingers mistyped South's name. That's fine. A lot of people call me North Liver Pacifism. It's fine. Welcome in 3 Clips! I'm dying inside. Oh no, what's wrong, Fight Man? I hope everything's all good, man. Am I still in the wheel? No. If you were on the wheel last stream, you are no longer in the wheel. I fucked up and lost it. Please shoot me another DM. My brother starts his first job next week. Let's go! Congratulations to your brother. Can I sign up for Madriples now? No. That opens after today's stream. Otherwise, I will get lost and forget. Welcome in, Krinku! Quite a bit early stream. Actually, no. This is my normal stream time. Welcome in, Cirky. No worries. Rest well, and thank you for coming. I'm going fine. I have a 4K word essay due in 20 days, but we... Bro, 20 days? You got this, Chief. I thought you were going to say in 20 minutes. 20 days is fine. Welcome in, Ancient. Welcome in, Dawn 3. Lovely to have you. Welcome in, Yomu. How are you going? So, yes, as a reminder, if you signed up to last account review stream, I'm a dumbass and I lost the wheel. Please reapply. Make sure you see your name on the wheel. And if you've applied after I started streaming, it's not on there yet, but it will be in just a second. Don't worry. I'm just letting people apply and then I'll add them. South, on average, how many DMs do you receive when you announce account reviews? Usually, we end up with a bit over 100 people signed up, and then I review 3 of them. Welcome in, Lude! Welcome in, Kisarek. You know what? Just for you, Lude, I know you always love this. Behold my glorious thighs that hypnotize you into wanting to give me money. I'm here. Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. Let's go. I don't see my name on the yellow slot. No, you're not piss colored. You don't get to choose your color. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Fresh Hoyt. Welcome in, Activate Windows. Lovely to have you both. Welcome in, Nightmare Yandere. Such a low chance to get reviewed. It is what it is. So, now, look, welcome in, Pokey. Hope you've been, it's lovely to have you. Why was it the stream preview showed your thighs? Must have been a glitch. I would never just randomly show my thighs on stream. But no, look, realistically, I understand people really like the account reviews, so I'm gonna start trying to do them either every month or every other month, alright? I make no promises, but that is what I will aim for. Welcome in, Manslayer! You don't know how hard it is. I had to do a 1K word essay on Normandy. Back in my day, we stormed Normandy. That's hilarious. I missed South Thighs. No, you didn't. I would never show those off. Welcome in, Twisty. Lovely to have you. Time to bet on purple. That's not an option. You're more colorblind than me. How about every 3 days? You know what? How about this then? How about this? You want account reviews that desperately? If we get 100 likes on the YouTube stream, I will do account reviews next week as well. I need to set it high because my next week's schedule is actually very fucking busy. I've already planned out the next 2 weeks of schedules for once. Time to bet on brown. No. Don't stain your pants for the sake of winning a bet. That's disgusting. Hope the account reviews aren't too goofy. No, they're always good fun. Been super busy, but doing well. That's lovely to hear. I hope it's the good kind of busy. Back in my day, my way to school was through the Battle of Normandy. You kids have it easy. Well, joke's on you. Back in my day, because I'm an ancient crone who crumbles to dust. Back in my day, like, the first fish had just hopped out of the ocean and started walking around. And we had to pass them on the way to school, and it was like, what the fuck's up with that? Why are there fish on land? There aren't even plants yet. What the shit is this? What's the bingo reward this time? There isn't a bingo this time. I don't want to set one up. I'm out of ideas because I'm tired from work. We've danced this dance out. There were encores? No. 1/3 of the way, 2/3 of the way. There is no shot. You're already 2/3 of the way there. Back in my right now, I'm writing about mostly AI. I mean, to be fair, that's a relevant topic that will shape the future of your life. True veteran, exactly. I predate plants and shit. I'm behind the wheel. Welcome in, Ryuzaki! If you haven't re-signed up, you won't be, so please shoot me another DM. I know I'll get shot if I put my account on here. No, you won't. 100 is not that high. 100 is very high. What are you talking about? We could reuse the last bingo board? No, I didn't save it. South stolen valor about being old. I'm 37. Simmer down, youngster. Damn, I didn't know that we had a Ouija board in chat. I didn't know you were able to talk from beyond the grave. That's crazy. But no, jokes aside, it is lovely to have you. And yes, I'm just memeing about being old. Though I do feel old sometimes. I'm 27. I miss the adrenaline. I only have like 3 gray hairs from stress. I really need to get on that and get more. Like, I'm actually considering asking to be transferred out of the peaceful area of my job into the less peaceful area of my job. Because I miss the adrenaline. But at the same time, I love streaming. Can't stay, but good luck. Thanks so much for coming. It was lovely to have you. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, Pokey. I only, some year 1 characters never used a 3-star in my life. Based. Salutations, South. Welcome in, chronology! What was it like before, being born before there was light? It was actually awesome because before there was light, everyone was partying all the time. 27 is 2 years into being an adult. I'm not 27 yet. I'm 26. I turned 27. Get a job providing enrichment to zoo tigers. What? Providing enriched uranium to zoo... Oh, you mean playing with tigers? Don't mind me! Don't mind me! No one heard anything. Welcome in, Figment. Luigi board? Is it real if you use a Luigi board? Welcome in, Birdquip! Lovely to have you. Look, that's an uncommon name, and that's an uncommon word, and I see enrichment used fairly often in that context. It is what it is. Welcome in, Frankie! How have you been? It's wonderful to have you. How do you do the boob pats? That is called Hot Wheels. That is what that one is called. Though it is very hard to see because things are in the way. Yep, there you go, there you go. Thank you, Whistle. But how you been, Frankie? Lovely to have you. What are you doing for your job, bro? Let's not ask questions. Let's not ask questions. We're closer to 2080 than 1980. I mean, yeah? Wait, no. Only barely. No, we're not. No. Oh, yeah, I guess... No, we're not. Oh, shit, no, I can't do math. Yes, we are. Sorry. You asked me to do basic addition and subtraction while I'm streaming. What's wrong with you? DM'd you lock me in? Yes, I will, Vexilius. Don't worry. I'm going to add everyone who's just DM'd in just a second. What's the secret off-the-grid sites are up to nowadays? Uranium-enriched organisms? No. We would not weaponize the Australian outback. We don't want to risk that. Uranium tigers is a decent character concept. I'll save it for later. Yeah, now, hear me out. I've got another lovely character inspiration for you. So what you're going to want to do is Yellow Eyes lightning theme, but instead of basing them off of lightning, which is really boring and cringe and samey, you base them on this concept, and hear me out. Piss jar. 80 BC felt like yesterday. So true! Uranium has enough calories to feed you for the rest of your life. Technically, any food has enough calories to feed you for the rest of your life. It's just the amount of life left you have varies depending on how much food you eat. Welcome in, Lysiris! Welcome in, Asherid! Lovely to have you. We're reviewing Daha's account off rip. No, I haven't changed that from last time. Don't mind me. South's fixer name would be the Amber Flask. No, it's not. How about some uranium cake for dessert? Who is making their ass out of uranium? What's that? What's the one... Okay, what's the name of that... Oh, Dr. Manhattan. Yeah, he's gotten weird. I was gonna say, what's the name of that guy from It's So Sad Steve Jobs Died of Ligma? Who the hell is Steve Jobs' Ligma balls? Dr. Manhattan. I remembered the name halfway through. That is unironically the only thing I know him from. Bulking pro tip. The uranium in South's basement is millions of free calories. Yes, but you can't get out of the basement. It is a one-way trip unless you're me. Please, chat, give me money. Welcome in, Marshu! 65 likes left, South. Yeah, you know that means we're not gonna hit it, right? That's not a concern! South asking questions and answering myself? Absolutely I am. Absolutely. Welcome in, Dad! Lovely to have you. We got 71 people in the chat. Well, it's lovely to have you all. But everyone's watching on Twitch, which means they won't go over to YouTube. It's possible? No. Yep, sorry, South is still broken. I'm gonna fix that this weekend. Didn't you say that about the Twitch subs a few weeks ago? Yeah, well, I'll have you know that we're down to what? 1,400 Twitch subs? That is a... Oh my god. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. I went there and like, thank you, that's very sweet. I'll open YouTube real quick, thank you. That's very, very kind. Okay, I just realized I didn't actually fill up my water bottle. I will be back in just 1 second. Sorry, everybody. Give me 1 second, I'm a dumbass. I knew I'd forgotten something. Alrighty, I'm back. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in, Waremore! Welcome in, Trash. Lovely to have you. Hydrate? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Quick, someone say South is cute? No, I'm too back. Should I say for Silver Ash Ultra or gamble for Mantra? I personally don't care about Silver Ash Ultra, but he is the meta choice. So meta-wise, Silver Ash. Do you know when we're getting Zhuang? Yes, but I won't be leaking that, because they've been cracking down on infield leakers. So despite the fact that I saw it in passing, I just try to ignore that. I learned something that makes me feel very weird. Oh, what's up, Suppressed? Hello there, South. Welcome in, Willie. Lovely to have you. Quick steal the basement keys. Why would they be keys? I barricade that shit, and then I just bust down the barricade with my superhuman strength anytime I need entry, and then I just barricade it back up again. Like, the only thing in there is a camera, so I can watch you all turn on each other. I've been a Project Moon fan for nearly 5 years. Oh, that is crazy. I know, right? Aging. Okay, welcome to the wheel, Dragonkin. Lovely to have you. Welcome in, Fevin! Watching these account reviews makes me question my sanity. How do people play like this? I know, right? Welcome in, Vexilius. Welcome in, Ryuzaki. Welcome in, Stingray. Welcome in, Lost Soul. Welcome in, Twisty D. I will read out your names as you're being added to the wheel, so you know you're not being missed. Okay. Let's go. Welcome into the wheel, Mad Slayer, Neon Half, Ratora, Boop Bow B, Knight Marionette. Spelled incorrectly, but that's fine. I know what that's supposed to be. I use Siege unironically. You're allowed to pipe bomb me. Bro, you already broke your own kneecaps. Welcome into the wheel, Akite. Integra. Crew, Nathan, Tozawa, and Knight. Feels so weird how big it is as someone who got into LOR during the beta. Yeah, I played LOR after it was finished. Not gonna lie, that was a great experience. Okay, welcome to the wheel, Sayaka. G111. Shinonome Haruka, you're already on there. Yeah, so you signed up twice, based. Bingo, welcome in, Neapolitan! Do people want me to do bingo today? Like, do you want me to bust out a bingo board? Like, I can if people really, really want it. But, like, I don't have anything planned. I didn't pre-plan ideas. Welcome to the wheel, Solism! Welcome in, Killer HUD. Welcome in, Kyla. Now, the downside of the bingo is I'm intending to make this into a normal account review video, not a second bingo board. So, like, if we do this as a bingo, that's gonna be kind of cringe. Okay, welcome in, Ashi Ren, lovely to have you. 14J63 and Draco /horror/Reed Oblana making out. Did we complete the bingo last time? Yes, sir, we did! Did we get Silver Ash Ultra on the bingo? He's not out yet in EN. How would that work? Welcome to the wheel, Domi Dawn Seeker. Can you sign up? Absolutely. I just realized something funny. If Frost became a reconvener, that means Frost could still be a Rhodes Island op. Yeah, well, that's not going to be the case. Why would they? That's a collab character, sir. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, I didn't actually see everyone's responses in Twitch chat. Welcome in, little Anya. Sorry, Twitch chat. Could you repeat yourself if you wanted the bingo or not? YouTube is unanimously yes. Actually, wait. I can just make a poll. 1 second. Let me go poll. Let me go poll. Okay. Bingo. Y or N? You all know what you mean. I'm gonna give you 1 minute to answer. No. Okay, you guys don't want a bingo, because you're very attention-seeking and want to be included into one of the main videos. I see. That makes perfect sense. Now, I'm also attention-seeking. Please like the YouTube stream. Please, I'm begging you. It would make me very happy. Meant Frost Nova. Gotcha. They're gonna choose N. Yeah, I mean, so far they're actually choosing Y. I'm a sub now. Welcome in, Haru Lily. I hope you like my emotes. I like that you chose the Crown Slayer to express that. What does the N stand for? No. Clearly, it is yes or no. We're gonna get an hour-long tangent again? Of course. You knew what you were signing up for. I'm an attention slut. That is not what I said, Dave. YN lmao. Yeah, your name. We're actually doing erotic fanfiction on AO3. I see you guys are fighting to take off my clothes. I see. Does parasocial attention count? Absolutely. It's parasocial on my end as well. You're aware of this, right? It's not just the viewers who are parasocial. It's also the streamer. Okay, 64% of you voted yes, so I'm gonna go with no and scam you. That is my obligatory, scam of the day. Can you say 79 in French? Suck on these nuts. Oh, no, sorry, that's 50-10 Hull. No, I can't. Peak? Yes, sir! If we keep changing the outfit, the character will break. No, if you keep spam changing the outfit, I'll just raise it to cost 5,000 points instead of 50. It is not CPU intensive to toggle on and off the outfit. You're not going to crash it. Scam Heart Violence strikes again. Exactly. It's been a while since the last scam. Welcome in, Drinku. Lovely to have you. Look, I do love scamming. And by the way, I forgot Mantra was coming out this week, so we're doing 2 streams on Saturday. I'm doing the pull stream after the trivia. I'm very, very keen for the trivia. Even though I feel like I've invited Boo under false pretenses, she joined because there's Mizuki trivia, but there's only one question and it's esoteric. So it is what it is. Okay, please do calm down on that or I will be raising the points and or turning it off. Please do calm down on that, Soul. I understand. It's just, it's very distracting. Get his up. No, guys, stop, okay? Stop. Was it about Mizuki eating Highmore? No, it was not. No, it was not. That was part of the first trivia. That would be very, very cringe. Alrighty. So, now, the only thing we have left is to place predictions. Before we spin, Twitch chat, you can bet, and YouTube, just say, what color do you think this will be? I did, yes, sir. Welcome in, Asnav. I've never been scammed like that before by being falsely informed I was being added to the wheel. What are you talking about? I'm still adding people, by the way. Dan C. Wait, actually, Oh, wait, yeah. Did you sign up, Asna? Asna Nav. There you are. You're on the wheel now. Leela VS Ribbon Klotzkopf. Can I still get on the wheel? Absolutely, sir! Blue gang, blood, red, blue, all in black. Ryuzaki, you're colorblind. I don't know what to tell you. All in on yellow. How many of you motherfuckers are gonna guess yellow because it's the color of piss? Also, by the way, did the prediction go? Oh, wow, that was way quicker than I thought it would be. You guys were supposed to have, like, 2 minutes. Wow, 1% of you bet on yellow. 67% of you bet on blue. You guys have an interesting understanding of statistics. Okay, and the wheel... Let's see, are there any last-second entries? There are! Welcome to the wheel. Buzzer beater. Ender foul. Lovely to have you. There we go. The wheel spins. Pretty sure you made 15 seconds the last prediction? Yes, I'm stupid. Congratulations, Anna! What do you mean there's a black and white words inside those colors? Yeah, technically you're correct, but that's not how I'll be going for it. Congratulations, Anna! Please shoot me a DM. You have 60 seconds. Holy shit, for real? Yes, get your DM in there. Get your ass in there, woman. Otherwise, we get a reroll. Massive congratulations. So close. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. I don't know what to tell you. This was not a horseshoe and a hand grenade. Actually rigged, what are you talking about? Massive congratulations to Red Gang. Now, next time we're about to spin the wheel, please spam remind me to change the time you have to vote. I am made of stupid and I will forget. It's red, it's rigged. You say that about every color except your own. Oh, whoops, sorry, one sec. I accidentally copied the time instead of just your account. There we go. Code is sent, Anna. Please let me know what it is. Morning, good morning, Super, and welcome in, Cleo. Lovely to have you. Account reviews? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today is account reviews. We unlocked bonus account reviews last week by hitting the bingo. It is what it is. Don't worry about it. Welcome in, Sarcasmastai. Welcome in, Ivy Moon. How are you all going? It's wonderful to have you. Maid frills. I'm so sorry. That toggles my headdress. So you took off my headdress, but it only shows when the maid outfit itself is off. So I just turned this on to show you what you removed. You see how my caddy is usually as a white thing? That's what that one swaps, Soul. Respin? No. Anna has claimed her prize. Okay, now, Anna, which team do you want me to change on this account reviews for the sake of hand-holding? And what stage do you want me to solve? Come on, woman. Be quick with it. Be quick with it. Should I re-register? Absolutely. I lost it because I'm a dumbass. Want to play Damazdi? Do you want to play a new game called My Bat Meets Your Car and it's a rap battle? What do you reckon? What do you reckon? I feel like that's a really, really fun one. Rap battle, my baseball bat versus your car. Is anyone down? I feel like that's a new, cool, fun thing I'm considering doing. Okay, well, did I miss out on something? You missed the first spin, and welcome in Heaven Guard. Lovely to have you. I'll pass, my car's beat up enough, but it could be beat up more. Okay, and Arknights is having a stroke. I want you to know, I have enabled Arknights. OBS is... What the fuck is this OBS? What the fuck is this OBS? Welcome in, Java! I think Cliff joined Adriana in the Noel to corner because Griff forgot about them. You mean Cliff Hart? No, she's just, no one cares. Okay, apologies. We will be having some mild technical difficulties, apparently. OBS, this is really cool of you. Let me just try making a new game catcher. What about that? What about that? Let's just make a new window capture this time, and I will do it as Arknights. Okay, BlueStacks. There we go. Yeah, let me just do it this way. Bear with me, everybody. Bear in mind. Oh god, oh man, there's a bear inside my mind. Now let me just move it below me. Down to where Arknights is. There we go. Okay, now let me just slightly adjust it to the left. Okay, holding down the left arrow moves it to the right. Interesting. There we go. That is good enough. That is good enough. I wanted to make that joke. Sniped, motherfucker. OBS is running on Breathing Machine and Wise. They recently updated it so that instead of neatly displaying all of their sound things, they completely fucked with it, and now it's a nightmare to navigate. And I made the mistake of downloading that update today. I need to sleep. Sleep well, Suppressed! Thanks for coming. And welcome in, Sonetto. Lovely to have you. Echidna. What do you mean by that? Oh, my whale. Oh, the name is Echidna. Yeah, that's because, Anna's a monster fucker. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, context for everybody. First off, despite what it may look like, Anna is not a whale, at least recently. Welcome in, Eureka Haruka. Lovely to have you. I've had an issue with OBS where I used to clear the cache for every game I played. That is miserable. And welcome in, Mysteria. So, yeah. 800 saved OP. You've been sitting on those for a fucking while. Like, at least a year and a half. Monthly card only, just for a long time. Yeah, so Anna just doesn't buy skins. No skins. Did we skip a name? No. Anna's account is named Echidna. Morning, guys. Welcome in, Kunai. So, yes, the reason for Anna's account being named Echidna is Anna wants to have sex with the mother of all monsters and or her many children. Hecaton Harry's the 100-handed ones, more like Hecaton hell yeah, brother. So, no judgment, but, like, you know how there's that meme of a man's hear me out is a conventionally attractive woman and a woman's hear me out is Venom? Basically that. No, don't worry about it, Dices. Okay, so level 120, shit tons of savings. You just haven't pulled for anybody in a while. Is she going to sacrifice her account to the gods? She gladly would. Or a bear? So true. And welcome in, Hiketsu. Venom is basic, yes, but it's a good way to explain it to the normies, Anna. I'm aware. Let me guess, you're the type of person who has at least once in your life lusted over an image of a marble statue. That's not everybody, Anna. I'm translating to more normal. A glimpse at women's goon material had me traumatized. Yep. By the way, there's a very popular one recently, a women's literature piece called, I forget the exact name, but basically the plot is a woman gets fired from her job, so to make ends meet, she goes to a monster milking farm where her job is to give handjobs and blowjobs to, like, minotaurs and bulls and horses. Not just centaurs, like actual horses. And then she falls in love with one of the patrons. So, like, that's, women read that for fun. So, like, Don't let anybody convince you it is only men who are gooners because we have games like Nike and Azulane. Killing myself, thanks. Please do not, Sten. And also as a reminder, say those jokes are against stream rules. The milking farm, yeah, and that's relatively tame. Like, that's a normie book. Hell no, not milk farm. Exactly. No skins, but aren't some skins gifted free? Yeah, I just mean, Anna doesn't buy skins with OP, that's all. You know that because... Okay, look, I understand the judgment, but ask me trivia about literally any topic. It's not about gooning, it's about the material. Exactly! Hi, by the way, hope you're doing well. I am! I hope you're doing well as well. She falls in love with a minotaur? Yes. South? No, I just have lots of trivia knowledge. Ask me about literally any topic. Welcome in Pepane! First time's a charm sent to DM and South is very cute. Well, thank you. And no, I'm not. I was listening while working, but I felt like I just heard something outrageous about a Minotaur. Okay, so like, you know how sometimes you're going down to the pub and you're just thinking, man, if only I could suck off a Minotaur for a 20 right now? Like, you know how all of us are thinking that? Because like, we're looking at the froth of our beer and we're thinking, what if that was a Minotaur's Minotaur? Monster Hunter Wilds, despite being unable to play it, lots of people bought the game, despite it being dog shit, because Monster Hunter Wilds are very, very dedicated. It is what it is. Virtuosa trivia. Yeah, I mean, she gets people to take themselves out back with her music, and she finds it funny. Leech trivia, please. Did you know that leeches were used as medicine? Because people in the medieval times did not know what worked and what didn't. And they just said, what if we can bloodlet it out of you? And then that evolved into leeches. It didn't start off with leeches, it started off with bloodletting, where they would literally just cut you because you were sick and hope it made you better. Should we go back to the quantum physics lessons? Hell yeah, brother, hell yeah. You asked me to ask about any topic, but you won't tell me how your dick is doing. Yes, obviously. Welcome in, Samuel! Lovely to have you. I have 3 psychologist friends, 2 women and 1 man, and all of them say people are hypocrites. Many women are excessively sick. Oh, everyone is. Mountain. Welcome in, Idenich! What do you mean? Do you want a fun fact about mountains? Did you know that mountains are basically caused by earthquakes? That is why, to use Australia as an example, the east of Australia has an area called the Great Dividing Range, where there are shit tons of mountains. The west of Australia is basically flat. And that is because the continental drift has been moving gradually, but eastern Australia was really close to where a lot of volcanoes and typhons are. And as a result, those are also sort of spawned by tectonic plate activity. So those caused all of our mountains, and we've since moved away. Unsub from trivia. No, you have been, congratulations, Ryuzaki. You specifically have been resubbed. Welcome in, Cancer Panzer. Lichen trivia. Did you know lichen's a real plant that actually glows in the dark? That's crazy. What was your favorite dinosaur in Ark Survival? What's Ark Survival? You mean the 6-star mountain? Okay, did you know his name's Anthony, which makes him a joke on Tony the Tiger? The devs did this on purpose. This was, Can we get a fun fact about the M50, aka the Thing? What's the M50? I don't know what that is. I bought 100 Wilds, but I can't play it. Optimization's shit. Exactly. Thank you for the follow, Aiko Sire. Interesting time to follow while I'm talking about milking a Minotaur with your mouth. But... Glad you're having fun, and it's lovely to have you. We would like to lust over in many ways Hodora, huh? Like the one on this account, probably. You can't bait me into reviewing the account. You can't just derail me that easily. I'm staying locked on topic. And this stream's topic is obviously random trivia. Why would I be doing account reviews in my account review stream? Welcome in, Choo-Choo! Punt gun trivia. No, Fractor. I do not know any punt gun facts you do not already know. 20th number of remaining brain cells after tax. Base. Welcome in, Chronology. Lovely to have you. Milking a what? What did I come into? Welcome in, Hero. Don't worry about it. Can we have a book club about the Minotaur milking book? No, and I'm not going to share what that is. History trivia? Sure, be more specific. Hydrate? Yes, sir. I know, best of luck to you, Choo-Choo. Yeah, sure, be more specific. Or do you just want any history fun fact? My general go-to is, did you know there was a successful cavalry charge against a navy? Humans are stupid. There was also one guy in World War I, I think it was, who, while unarmed and out of bullets, single-handedly captured a tank company, including all of their tanks. History is really stupid. It's not a new thing. Just technology makes us aware of this. World War III trivia. Fun fact, World War III hasn't happened yet. How Jesus horses? So the lake froze over and some dickhead said, okay, strap some cloth to the feet of your horses. We're going over the river. And it worked. Alcohol trivia. Did you know alcohol is very literally poison? And the effects of getting drunk come from your body just dealing with the poison? But we're not actually the only species who does this. Dolphins also do it with pufferfish. Canada trivia. Did you know that in some Canadian prisons, you could literally be asked to let out and they would let you go for like a day trip? Unsupervised? That's a real thing. I crashed the game I'm playtesting. Let's go! Okay, anyway, that is enough of me being derailed. We haven't even... Oh, wrong button. We haven't even gotten past Anna's landing page. Did you know Alexander the Great named a city after his horse? That is like saying the sky is blue. Alexander the Great named like 30 cities after his horse. The only thing he named more cities after was the man he was fucking. There are many cities named after Bucephalus. That wasn't just one. What? Yeah, there was a recent Alexander the Great movie, and everyone who wasn't a historian was complaining that it was too gay, and all of the historians were saying, wow, you really cut out a lot of the gay. Alexander the Great spent like 90% of his time having sex with one specific guy, the other 9% of the remaining time fighting and being a legendary general, and then the 1% sleeping. Did you know Alexander the Great was a pharaoh? Yes, he was, actually! In World War II, one Canadian single-handedly captured a town based as hell Happian. Okay, anyway, let's get back to it. I apologize for the derail. I just noticed I was subscribed to a weird VTuber channel made my YouTube recommend me the most normal generic garbage. It is what it is. Malaysia trivia. Malaysia mentioned, what the hell is a good government? There's a city named after your mum. Lahore. That one's great, Taxi. Derailed? Yeah, no, you aren't. Much like I would like to get railed by Hodera. Go to KickChat, sir. If you want a horny post, go to KickChat. I don't know what to tell you. I took a whole college course on Alexander. History is so fun. It is. Like, okay. One last thing. No, Fracta Bonk. One last thing about Alexander the Great, then I'll get onto the accounts. You know how people often do things of, like, alternate history, what if something went different? It is functionally impossible to do that for Alexander the Great, because this motherfucker was the luckiest man on the planet. Do you understand how stupid it is that he was the frontmost horse in every cavalry charge? Do you understand how absurd it is that he didn't die sooner? This man was looking the GM in the eye and rolling consecutive nat 20s with a rigged dice for the entirety of his military campaign. That was not luck? No, it was. It was luck. This is like if you charge down a machine gun and consistently the people around you die, but you don't. That is called luck. He was also a really skilled general, but he was a lucky fucker. Welcome in, Golf. Lovely to have you. Freight wrote it and made me like him. Exactly. A D20 with 0 brains. No, he was also smart. It's just he was gambling his life for soldier morale, basically. That's why you say his mother was a soothsayer and a witch. I don't blame them. What I missed, why is South yapping? Are you asking me why I'm getting distracted and yapping on an account review stream? Are you really looking me dead in the eyes and asking that? He's a Toho player, so true. Plot armor, unironically. Okay, now, on to the account. So, you're a Muelsis fan. I'm going to imagine you're also a Holhiak fan. Vulpus, that makes sense. Dorothy, that makes sense. Pepe, that one surprises me. Naran, that makes sense. This is disgusting and you should feel bad. What's wrong with you? Why would you like Marseille? You thought you know a woman. Praminix also... No, okay, I retract this base yet again, because, once again, you have Marseille. So not only do you want to have sex with the monsters, you also want to eat them. I see. Dungeon Meshi is really good. You have a strange set of fetishes. Hi, South. Welcome in, Mystic. Lovely to have you. She likes elves. It's fine. No, she doesn't like elves. She likes Marseille separately to her love of elves. Praminix is kind of based, though. And also, this W is very, very cute. That is a great spread of metals and a far and sunless land. I don't get that reference. 349 operators, only 162 skins. That sounds like a lot, but you... Oh. Never... So, we do in fact have proof that Anna is a whale. Just a whale who is now turned into a fish. I was thinking you were a day one player, whereupon this would be possible without whaling. But it is what it is. Okay, let's take a look-see at your depot. What have you got stockpiled? 6 million LMD, 250 pulls. Looks like you're gone for 300. Oh, yeah, you've already got 300. You're planning to spark someone. Bro washed up. Exactly. 500 blue certs. You should spend... We're gonna move on. Okay, let's take a look-see at any... You know, I have a really great idea for the devs. Why don't we implement an inventory cap where there is a hard limit to how many things you can have in your inventory? No reason. Just hypothetically speaking, like, maybe that would get people to stop hoarding like it's a zombie apocalypse and they need 19,000 cans of beans to sustain them through it. You reckon they ran the red cert store dry? No. There's 750 red certs of new operators upcoming. Yes, there are, but, like, it's in combination with everything else! If it was just that one thing, that would be fine. But it's not. Use the recruitment packs? Yeah, she should. How we hoard our treasures like dragons? Physically. You need to convert them into raw gold, like I do. Plus, that would cut down on the expense. Look, I know this is, relatively common knowledge, but if you have more than 2,000 gold bars in Arknights, the devs are legally obligated to send you a physical gold bullion, 1 kilogram of gold bullion every month. So by limiting the amount of inventory space you have in Arknights, maybe they'll be able to cut down on the gold costs by getting people to get rid of those. Like, they don't like spreading it around, but I mean, who doesn't know that at this stage? I feel like that's really obvious. That's why a lot of people take advantage of it. That's also why everyone who plays Arknights is a massive GigaChad hashtag grinder, more wealthy than Warren Buffett. I'll use them when I use them. I see. I want to sign up. Welcome, it is yours! To sign up, you need to shoot me a DM by Discord. That is how you sign up. I have more XP than I could possibly use, so I'm all in on gold. Have you considered spending your resources? We really want real gold. Where's mine? Oh, sorry. Dices. I didn't think you wanted that. I edited your submission form, so they just sent it to my address instead. I'm really sorry, man. You can't update those forms once they've been submitted and received. So I'm just gonna receive the gold bullion on your behalf. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. I have plans that burn me out of certain resources. Gotcha. It's the way for Lowlight to get rid of his gold reserves. You know, he'd use it to whale. Exactly. Absolutely. The kind of account I aspire to have, based. Now, you are OmegaLol broke on rocks, I say, while you have 1,000. What the fuck? Please, chat, give me gold. That would be a very... Okay, I'm not going to actually do this. But a very funny theoretical subathon goal would be for me to buy a piece of physical gold bullion. I am not going to do this. But that would be very funny. I need to craft those up to tier 3s. Absolutely you do. If you have a used Blemishine for the tier 3s. You are ready for Silver Ash, Mantra, and a supporter. I don't know who that is. And then theoretically ready for basically anyone else. And you've got a decent spread. Lovely to see. Send us your home address to mail you gold. No. Why buy a gold bar, buy a tungsten cube? What do you think my house is made of? Wall-to-wall tungsten cubes. What do you think I use as soundproofing? I don't want gold, I want mats. Based. Isn't Praminix Ultra a supporter? Yes. So as a reminder for everybody, Praminix Ultra is a supporter, so you should pre-farm supporter chips. She's definitely not a Phalanx caster. That's not what that is. My next pull is a Silver Ash and Praminix. Anna, you're saying your next pull is a Silver Ash and Praminix, right? So these are for Praminix. I see. I got bad news for you. Okay, let's take a look-see. How many recruit permits do you have? 26, good, you're keeping on top of it. Let's take a look at your squad. It is exactly what it looks like. Let's fucking go. So yeah, no, Praminix Ultra is a caster. She is a Phalanx caster, also known as Lin archetype. Pram is a caster though, don't worry about it. A lot of people forget and think she's a supporter. It is what it is. Okay, let's take a look-see at your main team. So, your whatever squad is filled with Shu, and then a bunch of characters you visibly hate. So why do you hate my girl Fartooth? What's the damage? Why would you do this to me? I don't understand why you hate all of these absolutely dogshit characters who are utterly useless, unfortunately. It is a trust farm team. That makes perfect sense. Gang gang. Gang gang. Gang gang. Ice cream, so good. Gang gang. What, you think I'm not gonna get your brain rot reference? I'm a zoomer, man. Okay, so this looks like a more meta team. This looks like a lot of your favorites. If I had to check, I would say that these are all of your favorite characters. What? Don't worry about it. Pineapple pen. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Already had the chips. Good thing I haven't changed in the factory. That physically hurt me. I can do worse. Who wants psychic damage? So, fun fact about Sailor. Anyway, so yeah, this checks out with what I would expect of your favorite characters. You like very, very pretty women and horse failures and then sadists and also tomboys. Look, ultimately, they're all very, very pretty, except Myrtle, which you know my opinion of, but I'm not going to judge. And for anyone curious, yes, this is a full waifu team. It is a full waifu team. No judgment, no judgment. I'm going back to music. I'm so sorry, Stan. Have a lovely rest of your day. Yo, South, how are the late 1900s? I wasn't around for that. I was off-planet dealing with something that'll come back in a couple years and act as a really fun surprise. Why did you even remind me of that curse? Don't worry about it. Lazy Gang Gang. So this is characters you like, but they're meta versions. So these are your favorite meta operators rather than just outright your favorite operators. That makes perfect sense. Now, low trust who are built. So these are characters you need to trust farm, but you've already leveled them. How have you not trust farmed Blemishine? Are you using her in your workshop? Welcome in, Vistana. Okay, just fun story for everybody. Fun fact for everybody who has her. If you're crafting tier 2 or tier 3 materials, you should always use Blemishine. Unless you're setting up for, what's her name? For 9-Colored Deer. Does she have a workshop skill I missed? Yes. Blemishine has the best factory skill in the entire game. So, anytime you're crafting materials that are tier 2s or tier 3s, so for example, crafting Oriron clusters, or crafting Ori Rock clusters, not concentrations, you should be using Blemishine. If you're crafting tier 4s or tier 5s, use Nyan if you have her, or the best you have if you don't. But Blemishine should be all of your tier 2s, tier 3s. What if I don't have her? Then you suffer. Hello, Sal, how's your Saturday? It's going well! How's yours? 9-Colored Deer the goat? Yeah, she is. Factory doesn't need to grow, it needs a cute horse girl. Exactly. The factory must horse, more like the factory must Uma Musume. I have 20 million LMD, who cares about no LMD cost? It's about efficiency. Wait, why? She's only 40%? No, she's 14%. So instead of 20%, she has a 14% byproduct rate, but she reduces the LMD cost to 0. Now, I will say, over the 4 years you've been playing, you will have spent roughly 7 million LMD on upgrading mats. It very much builds up over time. Blemishine turns that into 0. The base must leave beta. It did. It's no longer in beta. That would add up, goddamn. Yes, it absolutely does. After what Blemmy did to my pulls, I'm not upgrading her. Fun fact, even at E0, she is still the best character in the game for the base skill, unless you have Nyan. I got an ad, so I didn't get damaged. You got saved. I'd mostly gone for maximum byproduct. No, you're fine. Okay, now let's take a look-see at... Actually, you know what? There's something I want to check first. I'm doing you dirty like this. How did I know? Now, you might be thinking, South, why did you know to go straight there? Truly, I'm really good at reading people. Interesting, I didn't click to the normal tabs, I just went directly there. I wonder why. I love RA mods, remove Azza's spleen, and make it into piss jar merchandise. I was having fun. Unfortunately relatable. RA is very fun. parentheses derogatory. Damn, an RA enjoyer? I know, right? I'm also an RA enjoyer. Parentheses derogatory. Point and laugh. Yeah, everyone laugh at me. Why do you hate RA? I don't. Okay. Here is the summary on my opinions on RA. Reclamation Algorithm is a 10 out of 10 game mode, but it has enough major execution flaws that it is instead a 3 out of 10. So it has an absurd, unreal amount of potential. In my opinion, it has more potential than integrated strategies, which spawned an entire genre of gacha game minigames. And they completely fucking butchered it in so many absurdly obvious ways. RA, I'm too dumb to understand. That's because the tutorials are shit. It could be a 10 out of 10 mode if it weren't utter dog shit. Exactly! Basically, it has the potential to be one of the best standalone single-player games of, like, the last 5 years. But they just kept fucking up everything. What's butchering? It means, slaughtering. Absolutely ruining. So basically, they had a diamond, and they said, hey, what if we cut this diamond into thirds and smear it in dog shit, and then say, look at this brown diamond we found. It's like if you had a cake, and you'd baked it to perfection, and someone said, hey, why don't we add a layer of toxic glue as the icing? Welcome in, Hypnos! Lovely to have you. Welcome in, GHST. Agreed. I just wish it didn't push me towards it after 3 days of playing, but I have nothing but 3 stars to wonder what the hell I'm doing. I know, right? It's so stupid. It could be a whole campaign mode, but instead it's a slog that sucks. Exactly! If they made RA3 like Rebuilding Mandate, it would be peak. All I want is the recruitment from Rebuilding Mandate. What they should take from Rebuilding Mandate and put in RA, the main thing, is the idea of a secondary recruitment system, where you can get characters, but it limits your roster. Part of the reason RA is so hard to balance is they need to balance it around characters like Ascalon and Inez, and you can't do that. I love to sniff my super glue cakes. Based. RA player ban her? No, because then I'd need to ban myself, and I can't be, and that would be hypocritical. You actually can't ban yourself. Okay, now, let's check your gay baby jail. Anna. Anna. What do you mean? You like Step On Me Mummy characters, but not Wishadel or Serta or Schwartz. And who are you and what have you done with the real Anna to have an unleveled mountain? Welcome in, Queen. Exactly. Actually just fucking with me. This is absolutely, like, everyone else, Irene, Scardy, Vigil, Flametail, I completely get they are not your cup of tea. But Serta, Mountain, Wishadel, and Schwartz, they absolutely are. I'm a lesbian, why would I level him? You're a lesbian and you don't have Schwartz leveled. You're a lesbian and you don't have Schwartz. Sure. Even Inez and Askel are not that viable in super late game on RA. Oh, yeah, if you're talking like day 900 on CC, then yes. If you're talking the story, yes they are. Why no level for Mudrock? Let her breathe? No. She needs to stay nice and sweaty. Also, by the way, little fun fact. I never bust out fun facts about Schwartz. Schwartz has a little Schwartz and Ceylon plushie at the bottom of her Christmas skin. And her chibi animation in the base is that she plays with them while blushing, and then hides them whenever she sees someone else and looks embarrassed. It is absolutely adorable. But it is also slightly weird because Salon is 27 and Schwartz is 40. And Salon has been guarding, Schwartz has been guarding Salon since she was like 5. So, despite what they're leaning into there are actually some very weird undertones. Otherwise, it would be very, very wholesome. But no, Schwartz is Salon's childhood bodyguard. So, much like Pazemka, who later power crept her not just in gameplay, but in being a lolicon, Schwartz is a lolicon. I think the weird undertones are fun. They are. They're very funny because they're fictional characters. It would not be funny if they were real people. Schwartz's winter skin is peak prostitution. I wouldn't... What are you on about? Like, yes, she has form-fitting, ass-showing pants, but this is... not that bad. Also, welcome in, Alu! Lovely to have you. Salon is completely dogshit. She is. 13-year age gap, that's not that bad. Yeah, but, like, Schwartz has known Salon for 20-something years out of Salon's 27 years. That's the bit that's weird. It's not weird. Like, if they'd just met when they were both adults, that's absolutely fine. That is not what happened here. Also, look at this. Anna actually plays the game. Let's go. Welcome back, Werewolf. We're still on the first account. Don't worry. I love to see you level Max Pot Dagda. Understandable you didn't level up. She doesn't wear underwear in her striker skin. She admits it in the R6 collab. I don't remember that, and I reread that recently. Yeah, I do. Yes, you do. Now, everybody, by the way, everybody point and laugh. Pot Zero Indra. You've been playing the game for 4 years. Oh, megalol. Oh, megalol. You love to see it. By the way, someone said to take a look at one of your other welfares, which was Morgan. And can't help but notice we're missing something here. Indra Zero, that's hilarious. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, what do you guys reckon? Should I use my normal laugh or should I start going ho, 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 ho? Like an Ojo-sama, not Santa Claus. Anyone who says Santa Claus is lying to you. I'm surprised you don't have Morgan's skin equipped, because it is very, very pretty. I haven't taken the time to dive in on Damazdi yet. Chapter 13 will be the same. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Morgan's skin wet. No, Anna has the skin, just hasn't used it. You don't have Whislash or Aurora leveled. They are right up your alley. Santa is a spy. How do you think he knows the combination to get into your house? He lies and says it's through the chimney, but not everyone has a chimney. Wait with that laugh until next December. Okay, well, what about... I've been meaning to try something out. Actually, speaking of inflicting psychic damage, who wants to hear me do a falsetto? Like, speak really high. As if I'm your young sister wishing you the best. Who wants to hear me say, big sis, do your best? Welcome in, Mayor! Lovely to have you. Not really, maybe if I read their stories. Oh, I just thought their designs would be right up your alley. Yes? Oh, damn, that is a... Oh, we've got 1 oh no, we've got 2 God knows. So some of you remember. Okay, I'm surprised you don't like Platinum. I would rather that than the Shamari fun fact. Alrighty. Nissan, come back. I can usually do it better than that, apologies. Ho 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 with money? No. Please say, Ganbare Anon-kun. It's not that bad. Yeah. Usually I can make it way more obnoxious. I apologize. I did not practice. I didn't warm up my throat. My ears, don't worry about it. My ears are ringing. Let's go. Hell yeah, brother. Cop's blood. Oh, Vexilius. You want a dinner? A bath? Or maybe me? Now, here is why I think you would like Platinum, and I'm surprised you don't have her leveled. Welcome in, Yida! So, during Blemishine's story... Can you do that the whole stream?
Oh, big bro. You want me to wish you good luck on stream? Okay. Come here and show me your snake.
I've come back. Welcome back, Yida. Lovely to have you. The ab roll memes are still good. No. That is not what I'm talking about. Anyway, that is enough brain rot. I apologize. Can I join the account review? Absolutely. Just shoot me a DM to sign up. I'll stop. Jokes aside. On the mute, you can... Door, I do it in short bursts. It's already over, don't worry. Dama, just stop that shit. Yes, ma'am, I will. Gotta learn to do lolly falsetto for real torture tactic. I know, right? It's hilarious. That sounds like a skinwalker pretending to be human. Exactly. That was the goal. My ego. I will stop. No more for the rest of stream unless I forget about saying this and do it again. So, here is why I'm surprised you're not a Platinum fan. So, during Platinum's story arc, in Maria Knurl, which was when Blemishine was added to the game. Basically, the Kazimierz faction wanted to convince Knurl, as in Margaret Knurl, the operator Knurl, to not get involved. So Platinum decided, hey, maybe a good way to stop her being involved is, what if we found her niece, Blemishine, cut off her fingers and toes, and lay them out on the windowsill, so that she finds them when she returns home. So, despite acting like an uwu sweet girl, Platinum is a very vicious assassin who does many fucked up things, and it is absolutely peak. Welcome in, Hikigaya Kazuto. Lovely to have you, Kirito. Okay, so I need to read the Kazimierz story. It is alluded to, but basically out of nowhere, despite her sort of bimbo-ish persona, Platinum's just like, okay, what if we find her niece, cut off her fingers and toes, and arrange them on the windowsill? Just very matter of fact, because that's her job. But she's kind of hot, so it's fine. Exactly. Platinum is modern Haru Urara. So true. Now, I can't help but notice you don't have the Nightmare skin. Common W. Maria Knurl event teased as Dagenbecker in a cutscene. I know, right? It was very hype. South, another traumatic fun fact. No, I can't do them on command. If you want a fun fact, you need to at least specify the operator. I have a fun fact for almost every operator in the game. Except, like, Alana, in which case the fun fact is, have you seen her abs? Okay, so, like, a lot of people aren't aware of this, even in her E0, but her abs. Platinum 2026! Fun fact about Mint. Did you know that Mint is absolutely terrible due to them making her really bad, and she has a pull force of 1, making her functionally useless in every stage ever? It is actually so tragic, because she is omega cute. Robin, fun fact. Did you know that Robin was involved in the prison break? And she kind of vibed with prison life, not gonna lie. Not in the Kafka way of thriving off of it, but she vibed with it. Sweet Absalana. You should see her E2, which Anna doesn't have unlocked, which is absolutely absurd. Emphasis on the pun. I was literally typing Alana fun fact already. Lol. Yeah, read like a book. Now, you know how I knew Anna was an RA fan? Fun fact. Anna has not mentioned liking Reclamation Algorithm a single time that I'm aware of in the Discord. That was just a soul read. I just actually called out that you would like that. I was not aware of that ahead of time. Horn fun fact. Despite looking like a wedding dress, Horn's skin is actually a swimsuit. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. It's not actually a wedding dress. Also, Horn has some absolute hype aura moments in chapters 9 and I think it was 10, but those chapters suck, so no one knows this because no one read them. Project Red fun fact. Did you know Project Red can just walk on walls? It's like upside down and sideways and shit. She's also colorblind. Plume fun fact. Nobody uses Plume and she's always been terrible. However, Plume is actually basically the equivalent of an honor guard. She holds a very, very high status position as basically an honor guard. The Pontificus something. I forget the exact name. Jessica fun fact. Jessica is actually... Jessica basically bought about 7 crates worth of ammunition, except all of that money is sweets. And she considered that like recreational spending budget. So when the game first launched, Jessica... Okay. Sugar in the world of Arknights is very, very expensive. When the game first launched, Jessica gave out food that was sugar-filled cookies. As in the entire stockpile of them. And in other events, Jessica has been referenced as everyone's out of ammo, and Jessica buys ammo with her snack money. So that is where the memes of Jessica being really rich came from. She casually spends the equivalent of like 70,000 US dollars on snacks as a gift. Cohorse Lateran, that's the one, thank you. Oh, thanks to the 15 stream streak, Arai. It's wonderful to have you. I mean, the Cry Cat is the richest cat. Yes, I would say probably richer than Swire. Pontifica Cohorse Lateran, that's the one. Thank you very much. She's literally bogus rich. Yeah, she is. But it's not her money. It's like her parents' money. So yeah, I would like to think I've now proven successfully that I do indeed have a fun fact about basically anything. You can continue asking, it's fine. Fun fact about Caper, did you know that despite giving her this skin, she's 13? Other fun fact, did you know that Anna is aware of this? I'm not judging, but just as a reminder, Anna is also a lolicon. This and Myrtle. Anna is one of the few people aware of this fun fact. Windscoot fun fact. The fun fact about Windscoot is he's terrible, because Tequila is a welfare and Linar and Lazy exist. So why would you ever use Windscoot? Despite this, he does actually see frequent use in 4-star only, because having 0 block is inherently incredibly useful for strategic reasons. Isn't it lore somewhere that Jessica's dad is the CEO of a weapons manufacturer? Yes, Black Steel. The call out. Look, it is what it is. I'm calling you out affectionately because I know you won't mind. I know you know I'm dicking around and not making fun of you. You've been around long enough. You're like unironically one of my first ever viewers. I'll ask a fun fact about Aosta, but the fact is just that, Aosta. Okay, no, fun fact about Aosta. Actually, you know what, let me bust out this bad boy. Oh yeah, perfect, unleveled. Fun fact about Aosta. His E0 is in the shape of a letter A. You will never unsee this. He is in the shape of an A. Can I get an A in the chat for Aosta? And he sucks? Yes, he does. He is chip damage, but it's damage over time and it sucks. He scoots. So true, Viper. And welcome in. Armored Grandpa fun fact. Did you know Armored Grandpa has incredibly fucked up eyes? 1 second. That would be an arts protect. No, shit. Which, he's a guard. He's a normal protector, isn't he? You not have him. Oh, Sentry, that's right. So, Sancta Mixoperado has incredibly fucked up face and eye regions. This is not a mask. Under his mask, his eye is pure white, and he has massive fucked up wrinkles. It's very low res and you can hardly see it. Zoom in on the image yourself, you'll see what I mean. He has really fucked up eyes and actually outright looks like a zombie. All the Kiave gang suck except Broker. Yeah, but Broker's still bad. He's also racist? Of course he is. He's an angel and devils exist. Aosta is the only operator with bleed. Yeah, that's because they realized it sucks. Where are you getting these fun facts? How do you see this stuff? I unironically have a fun fact for basically every Arknight's character. And this is what I mean. Like, I like trivia. I find this shit really interesting. You can ask me about basically any topic, Arknights or otherwise, and I will probably have a fun fact. It needs to be semi-broad. It can't be, like, ultra-specific. But I will, chances are I'll have a fun fact about it. How about a fun fact for Lucilla? Did you know Lucilla is absolutely fucking terrible and they did her dirty for no reason? Because she applies fragile, but only to enemies who aren't bosses or elites? Good day, Southard. Welcome in, Dr. Haru. How's your day going? I just noticed that. Yes, it's very, very fucked up. Stage fun fact. Who's stage? One for Mudrock. Despite, actually no, part of popular belief, Mudrock doesn't shower, really, before she joins, Rhodes Island. And also, a different non-pervy fun fact about Mudrock is that she talks to her golems, which she animates with her arts, and they are actually semi-alive because she drains her own life force to create them. That is the lore reason why we don't have Mudrock Colossi on our operator version of Mudrock, because she was killing herself to use them. So Rhodes Island basically said, you're going to stop doing that right now. Sekiko fun fact, I don't have one about Sekiko, outside of the fact that all of the Sekiko band members, their skins are what they are like if they're born in the world of Arknights, and their normal E0s and E2s are not. And I think that's really, really cool. But they're too new for me to have a built-up fun fact. Morpheus fun fact, you mean Morbius? So she's Morbin right now. Granny fun fact, this is more of a personal one. Did you know I didn't have Granny for the first 4 years of the game? Despite me being a massive Granny fan. Because I stopped one stage before getting Granny and quit the game and then came back a few months later. The number of operators I only do the easy stuff don't make it work hard, exactly. How does a fun fact about account reviewing sound? Fun fact about account reviewing. Did you know, and I'm sure this will come as an absolute shock to everybody, I'm very easily distracted. I know, this is very hard to believe. Granny is not recruitment. No, she is the first welfare operator in the game, as in welfare from an event. She is from she is from Granny and the Knight's Treasure, which was Scardy's event, and she was the main character. Beta fun fact. Beta is the only doll keeper where the other form of the doll is an actual person. Beta is twins. Every other doll keeper, like Kazumaru's, is an origami clone. Spectre is her being schizophrenic. Beta, her clone, is her twin brother. So they are actually two different characters, meaning the clone is the female one and the normal non-clone is the boy. So you use male Beta until she dies, whereupon it becomes she. Be right back. See you soon, Marfesto. Cement fun fact. That's concrete, baby. Twin sister. No. Yeah, the default Beta is male. The twin sister is the clone. So sorry about that. Normal Beta is male, and if Anna, do you happen to have Beta E2? It's actually real. Oh, you haven't finished Delphine. That's tragic. Let's actually see. Do you have Beta E2? If so, I can show it. But I'm assuming you don't. Wait, do you just not have Beta? No, sorry. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it looks like you just don't have her at all. That's okay. Yeah, can we see Beta on a future account? Remind me. Normal Beta is male? Absolutely. Hydrate, yes, sir. Are you gonna tell fun facts for 3 hours? I'm very easily distracted, okay? Hi, Southern Chat. Welcome in, Todd. Welcome in, Monster. Ain't no way. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, did you... Okay, here's a very little known one. Did you know that, Jackie is drawn by Ina from HoloLive? My mind is blowing right now. Yeah, I've got a lot of these. I'm very easily distractible, because I like sharing these. But yeah, so a lot of people are aware that Nami, also known as Sana from HoloLive, drew a bunch of Arknights characters. They're not aware that Jackie is done by Nagu, who is Ina. Huh? Yeah, so Nami, Sana, and Ina from HoloLive are both official artists in Arknights. Ina? Yeah, Ina-nis, and then I forget her name every time. Nanomate, that's the one. Who? One of the first generation HoloLive VTubers. So basically one of the first 5 notable Western VTubers, unless you count Kizuna AI, who is kind of a different thing, and people actually thought she was an AI. Wait, really? That's Ina? Yes, she also does a lot of ALLLLLL ships. But this is Nagu, which is Ina's other handle. The real Ina? Yes, Inanis Ninome. Ina art is confirmed in Arknights? Yes! She was a launch operator. Jackie is drawn by Ina. I had no idea. That's what makes these fun facts. Nyano 99, nice. So true, so true. Alrighty. So you're not a big fan of your 4 stars. That's entirely understandable. Hey, Stalkers, take notice. You see how while Anna does have Contrail and Caper, they're not max pot? And then they're unleveled? You should only max pot them if you intend to use them. She specifically said it's not Nino May. I haven't watched any Ina clips in like 3 years, unfortunately. I only knew about Demon Dice and Nami. No, that's perfectly normal. A lot of people don't know of those. Did you know that Kiara is a massive Arknights fan who has cosplayed Arknights a whole bunch? Like, she was one of the first Arknights cosplayers who had actually, like, one of, like, the first ones who popped off right as the game launched. Looking at Beta's files right now, I can't find any mention of males. South really just spreading misinfo. No, one of them's a male, one of them's a female. They're clone. They're twins. I forget exactly which one. I don't think it's in the operator files. I forget where it is, but it is explicitly listed. Ina does Azure Lane? Yes, she does some very, very based art in Azure Lane. Max pots for certs? Why? She said it in her debut. Yes, but a lot of people have forgotten about this, and she has some very, very based cosplays. She recently did a Perlica one. Okay, yep, of course, you official, very, very pretty. Proven's very, very pretty. She used to stream on Twitch? Yes, she does now as well. She got permission to stream on Twitch as Kiara. I convert my red certs into gold ones. Why? She has a whole admin costume. I know, it's very, very based. Oh, perfect. Okay, Bina. Ah, shit, you don't have the E2. Maybe it shows in the skin? No, it doesn't. It's only in the E2. Exclusively in the E2. Though you can see Iris here. And oh, yeah, there he is. That's her brother. That's her brother. So Bina, the clone one, is wearing a skirt, and this one is not to indicate male. In this one it is, but usually it's not. It's shorts. And this is Iris because they're the Dreamland gang. And we finally have more info on the Dreamland gang, and it was Morbius from the latest collab. The first Andriana cosplayer was Lowlight. I know that. Yeah, exactly. It's hilarious. South Bena has a marionette. What are you talking about? In the E2, the clone is a doll. You can see the joints. I was not aware of that. I thought they were separate. I didn't look too much into it. I know that Bena did have a brother at one point, so I just assumed that was the case. It's a living marionette. Yeah, no, like all of them are, not all of them are human. They're Dreamland things. Apologies, I did a terrible job with that fun fact about trivia, but like, you get where I'm coming from with that, right? Their names in Bina and Annie? Exactly. The files explicitly refer to her clone as Annie using her. Yeah, Annie is the clone. Bina is the guy. Annie's female, Bina's male, from memory. That's the clone. Annie is the clone. Sorry, let's just move on. I did a terrible job explaining that one. Hello, South. Welcome in, Halresia. Lovely to have you. Alrighty, let's take a look. So you've got all of your 3 stars leveled. No catapult. Omega based. Insanely based. And then you also didn't level steward. That is kind of based. You have good taste. Not liking catapult. It is so tragic how dirty they did Mint. Her design is super, super cute. Her skins are also very, very cute. Like, look at how well-fitted this suit is and how incredible the design as a whole is. Bina is indeed male, the more you know. Yeah, exactly. Bina's male, the clone Annie is female. Is what I thought was the case. Welcome in, Factory! Lovely to have you. But no, they did Mint so dirty. She's so fucking terrible. Mint is adorable, I wish she was decent. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. The only character... Speaking of terrible, Sukinogi. Fun fact about Sukinogi, she's arguably the worst character in the game. Including 2 stars. This is not an exaggeration. Terribly hot? I disagree. I find Sukinogi repulsive. Except in her maid skin where if I just like... If I do this, then Sukinogi looks relatively pretty. As long as the face isn't in view. Welcome in, Acraw! Lovely to have you! Can't argue with that fact. Exactly. Cutter spotted, always a happy moment. Why is she so bad? I don't have her. So, basically she's a really dogshit archetype where she sort of does damage and sort of heals and sort of applies damage reduction. But she sucks at all 3 of those. Sukinogi Invis reveal was used once. Yeah, and even that was a stretch. There was the Mintex Gladia washing machine. Yeah, it was kind of puggies. Your subjective opinion is objectively wrong. Look, if you want hot, look at Blaze. Have you seen the fan art of Blaze from behind, but like you're at the POV of about right here? Have you seen that one? It's so puggies. Jack of all trades? No. Okay, I've got to disagree. Sukinogi is not a jack of all trades. She's a 2 of all trades. In every single one of the things she does, not only is she directly power crept by other launch operators, she also sucks independently. Even in a vacuum, assuming you have no one, she's still not worth using because she sucks. I'm gonna look. Now, thanks for coming, Dad. Have a lovely rest of your day. She has 2 great arguments. Look, if you want Utages, just look at Utage. How old is Blaze? Blaze is almost 50. This is a subtle reference to the meme of Asians aging slowly. Though, yeah, a lot of people did not know. Blaze is from Yan. She is Victorian heritage, but she is from Yan. Sukinogi is the trial and error of Abjura. I wouldn't call that so much trial. I would think that's a series of errors. Fun fact about Sukinogi's right arm, a lot of base game characters have really fucked up proportions because basically every character on the game's launch was done by a different artist. Some of which were very early concept, like Sukinogi, as part of the beta. So they were... It's similar if you look at some of the early game Azure Lane ships. Some of them kind of suck because they try out a lot of artists and some of them aren't very good. Does Blaze count as Yan and IS6? I believe so, yes. Can we get a Kestrel fun fact? Kestrel would probably look pretty if her personality wasn't stupid and her haircut wasn't stupid. Kestrel's entire personality is she was in a desert tribe and everyone died and she feels sad about it. I am not joking, I am not exaggerating. That is her personality. It's not even a meme, it's just true. Exactly, spitting straight facts. Now, I'm worse than any artist in Arknights, obviously. Like, I'm throwing stones from a very short glass house. Welcome in, Soup. Did I get rolled? Are you even on the wheel? Did you re-sign up? Give us a bagpipe fun fact. Sure. So, fun fact about bagpipe. Fun fact, let's go a nice fun fact about bagpipe. Did you know that her lance originally had high explosive rounds loaded into it, which were called city breakers? So our version of bagpipe with her S3 is massively, absurdly nerfed. She was terrifyingly strong. And her job was to take her lance and punch a hole in the city wall for people to get through. I would love a Crown Slayer costume from South. I mean, I'm going to be cosplaying Crown Slayer. I have already lost that bet. Anyway, let's take a look-see at your E2s. Sorry, I zoned out and skipped over these. I was busy with fun facts. M9 Kuro, best artist, Mudrock, Horn, Mandragora. I do love the art. Is it true that Hodora is simping over you official? Yes, but only in a memeing way. In a lot of in-game events that aren't technically canon, like April Fools, they would have Hodora listed as you official's biggest fan as like his username. But those aren't canonical, as far as I'm aware. Holy Power Bagpipe? Absolutely. I mean, I like my women come with detailed instructions, so Bagpipe skin is very helpful. Which one? Which skin are you talking about? They don't have instructions. What do you want about? When we get there, can we get a cut of fun fact? Sure. Sure. Okay, so not only did you not finish Blemishine's masteries at all, not only do you never use her, you also mastered the wrong skill. This is... I don't use offensive, defensive squad much. Yeah, but even by that standard, this is a pretty impressive fuck-up. This is actually kind of remarkable how you managed to use Blemishine this wrong. I respect the dedication, I suppose. But this is arguably the worst possible configuration you could have for Blemishine. You don't use her base skill and don't use her good skills. Okay, so Cutter. Fun fact about Cutter. First off, Cutter is very pretty. Second off, did you know Cutter is a child soldier who is only very recently not a child? She is, I believe, something like 21 and has 15 years of combat experience. She has been fighting and killing since she was absurdly young. Like, ridiculously young. So she really puts the child in child soldier. I already forgot Blemishine E2 art looks like after buying both the light and dark version. Yeah, no, of course, Blemishine skins are amazing. 6-year-old child soldier. It's something around there. It might not be specifically 6. But yes, she is like a real child soldier. Like one of the worst cases in the game. How does a 6-year-old even fight? Being homeless and stabbing people and stealing their shit. Bagpipe is crazy strong to be able to hold basically a shotgun lancer. Yes, Bagpipe is absurdly strong because she's a wyvern. So all of the dragon operators and Arcanines have ridiculous physical strength, including Saria. So all of the Voivras have absurd physical strength. 6-year-olds control grenades. Exactly. Does Rodmontis have another brother sibling with her? No, she does not. There is sort of a lore implication that potentially Rosmontis is her brother, and her brother's brain was transplanted into her. That is sort of implied, if you squint a bit, but it's never exactly clear. It's just like, that could be a possibility, not even that it's likely. 6-year-old can pull the trigger on a mounted gun? Exactly. What does Hummus do? Fun fact about Hummus. Hummus is designed to be a Barra character who appeals to fetishists who like certain types of men. This is one of the most obvious fetish bait characters they've added to the game, and this game has Mountain. This is actually more blatant than Mountain. I want you to know that. Yaoi for men. Yeah, exactly. This is just a yaoi protagonist. I don't know what to tell you. I've been told Hummus has the second largest tits in the game. I would believe you. He's also a funny dumbass sort of guy. Oh yeah, exactly. But they're appealing to a very specific kind of person. Once the fetish, don't worry about it. Okay, moving on. Gummy. Hell yeah. Actually, wait. Why do you even have him leveled, Anna? You did say he was funny. Never mind. You should do master. Actually, no. When are you ever going to use him? Okay, Gummy. Hell yeah. That is correct. May, unfortunate to see her leveled. That sucks. Pinecoat. So it looks like if a character has an actually good skill, you should probably do masteries on Perfumer if you still use her, but she's kind of irrelevant these days. But outside of that, pretty solid. Am I like Reapers? Clearly not, because you don't have his mastery, which makes him 50% better. Option for IS, maybe? Maybe so. People overestimate Hummer so much, I use him, he's bad. He's terrible. He is absolutely terrible and barely usable in 4-star only. Podenko is awesome and super cute, and you should have done more masteries when you were newer. This is sad, but look, at least you have something. I love Podenko love. Ethan, this is cringe. Why is he M3 mod 3? You never use him. Ow! That's painful. Oh, that's... I hate to see a level J. Why did you not finish him? He's so cheap. He's so absurdly cheap. And you clearly use him. Why did you not finish him? Account damage? It is, I agree. You don't have a leveled Cantabile. Why is she E2 with no masteries? Level 1 breakpoint for the 2-second silence. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Why is your Cantabile not leveled? Why is this the case? What's the damage? Look at how pretty she is. Also, fun fact about Cantabile. Her clothing drastically changes between her E1 and her E0. And her E2, rather. Look at this skirt right here. Yep. Look at this skirt. Look at this skirt. Even look at the heels. Look at the skirt. It is gone. This is a different skirt. She would not be able to sit down like this in the skirt from the E0. That shit is way too tight. So this is a different fucking skirt. Hummus' strong returns and rebuilding mandate? Yeah, but there are better characters, like a guaranteed Entelarchia. Kestrel, cringe. You're not even committed to the cause. What is this? She can sit on me. What do you mean by that? What does that mean? What does that mean? True merchant? Exactly. Fun fact about Jay, he sells stinky fish balls. Did anyone else mistake Shaw's gender as male? Yes, a lot of people did. She's hot? I disagree. Okay. Much like Sukanogi, Kestrel is like sort of attractive in this situation. And even then, it's ruined by her stupid fucking pants. She's wearing short shorts that are buckled into suspenders with a bulky jacket and one pant leg, which has the knee and the inner thigh cut out. She should be in jail for crimes against fashion. She'd be hot with a different haircut and a different fashion sense. Yeah, her new skin on Cien is insanely attractive. Yeah, as long as you ignore the hair. Easy access pants, who said that? You did. You did. Okay, Matsukiri, I'm shocked you leveled him. I did not strike you as the type to like men, given your excuse for not leveling Mountain earlier. But I suppose, like, the truth comes out. The rumor come out, does Bruno Mars is gay? Now, Texas, incredibly based. Texas is the OG. I'm surprised you don't have her Mafioso skin. Or maybe you... Oh, yeah, you never bought... Wow, you really don't buy many skins. In my opinion, this is one of the best skins in the game. I really love this skin, but obviously I'm biased. I just think this is one of the best skins they've done. Fun fact, there's a more romantic relationship between Jay and Waifu than Texas and Sora. Yes, though it is implied Sora had a massive crush on Texas. Okay, do you have Sora E2? Let's see, let's just take a quick skim. No, Sag. Okay, I'll just say it. So, in her E0, Sora has wolf ears. In her E2, Sora has bunny ears. This is not a glitch or a mistake. Sora is actually a Sancta. Her race is undisclosed, and she uses illusions to pretend to be a different race. She had a massive crush on Texas and thought she was the coolest person ever, so she pretended to be a wolf and have lupo ears, similar to Texas's. And then after she joined Rhodes Island, she gained massive respect for Amiya as a leader, and decided to have Corta's bunny ears instead. Isn't it more of an admiration than crush? For Amiya, it is. It's implied to be a bit of a crush for Texas. Sora is a canon skinwalker. Yes, she is! I thought we still didn't know the race. Yeah, we don't know the race. Anyway, she's Laterano. I'm gonna ignore that fun fact. Understandable, understandable. Lapland normal isn't Colonel Banner? Yes, she is. She's fantastic. That's like pretending to be white IRL? Yeah, pretty much. Except, to be fair, without the racist component, as we learned from the R6S. Now, remember, In the world of Arknights, there is only one kind of racism. Fuck all those cancer patients, am I right? Like, you can be any skin color, you can be any creed, any religion, we don't give a shit. But if you have cancer, lads, jump him. We're running him out of town. And them Sarkas. Yeah, that is an exception, though. That is a notable exception. The Sarkas also hate the Sancta because the Sarkas are based on the Tikas, and it's a whole lore thing. But it is mainly a case of, we're cool with you unless you have cancer, which is hilarious. Aren't they cannibals? No. The sarcasm we a joke to you. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Racism in Arknights, Toddifons. Yeah, fun fact. Toddifons is not actually a Sarkaz from memory. She's a Voivra. So she's not racist against her own kind. So all of the Uncle Ruckus memes were incorrect. She is a dragon, not a Sarkaz. Just like in real life, if you have cancer, you get vote kicked. That is a brutal way of describing that. Remember when one of the NPCs in Act or Die was race faking being a Volpo? No, you're probably thinking of Il Portatore. Possibly. But that could have happened twice. Arknights exist to help unite us against the true enemy. Yeah, you know, they say society is ruled by those you're not allowed to criticize. So what's up with these kids with leukemia? Stalkers, we need to rally together. And fight big leukemia. Not by curing the disease. Anyway, that's enough of that one. Imagine if that racism was also applied in IRL. Welcome in Rith. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Delphine 2 does extra damage to Sarkaz. There are a surprising number of characters who do extra damage to Sarkaz. We kick the kids? Exactly. Leukemia space lasers? I knew it. Exactly. Who are they gonna tell? Yeah. Your goal in life should be the second worst thing to happen to that orphan. Anyway, moving on. Lapland leveled based. If you still use her, consider getting her module. It's actually quite good. She applies 8% fragile, which is basically just a 10% damage buff for your team. Spectre, hell yeah. Liskarm doesn't need masteries, and her module level 1, perfect. Okay, so you're a little bit of a meta slave, and then sometimes you just level characters you don't use and have no intention of using. I see. Now, I am #1 hater of blue poison worldwide, but her S1 is very good. So you just also hate blue poison. You just leveled her. You don't use Kitchusei. You don't use Cruz, otherwise you'd have gotten a module. You do use Honeyberry, or at least you did. No, you've got Aya and you didn't level her, so you do use Honeyberry at least. Hear me out. 1 in 2 million chance to get magic powers, but if you lose the lottery, you get cancer. No, I would not take that. Well, I hate blue poison. Only jokingly. Is that bra blue poison? That is a sports bra. It is normal bras. We don't have confirmation of existing. We do have sports bras. Lemoen also has some. Honeyberry was my only wandering for ages. Yeah, that's because she was the only wandering. I'm gonna go to bed. Sleep well, bird. Thanks so much for coming. Not the blue poison slander. Look, I will slander all of your favorites. Okay, let's take a look-see. Why do you have silence set to the wrong skill? What the fuck is this? Anna! When are you ever using silence, S1? Fix it if you wanna. No. Stew in your shame. Okay, Proviso. Why is she level 50? You're never gonna deploy her in combat because she sucks. Also, look, last horny fun fact for the next little while. Proviso is, like, shockingly busty. It's just people don't notice because you target. Like, the artist for Proviso is probably pretty horny for her, judging by how she is drawn. Shamare, she is very, very cute. You've got her leveled correctly. Let's go. We do notice. Yeah, what do you mean by that? Fita, absolutely terrible. She got the year 1 debuff of not having any SP reduction on her S1 to a meaningful degree. So every 5 seconds, she pushes lightly once. It's absolutely terrible. Also, by the way, you know what I was talking about year 1 artists? Now, this is not an insult to the artist. They're way better than I ever will be. Fita's leg is not attached to her torso. It's growing out of her other leg. So, Fita's ass is around here. Meaning it should be, like, over here. If this was proportioned correctly, Fita would be flashing people. But when you actually look at the proportion, her thigh is connected to the wrong spot. So I personally can never use her E2 art and take it seriously. Because that one slight just fuck up of the joints. Which it's a very easy mistake to make. Fida doesn't hit all the robots. Yeah, she kind of sucks. She's flexible as fuck. Yeah, don't you love when you detach one of your thighs and attach it to the other one? I see it now. Yeah, like to be fair, the rest of the art, the proportions are absolutely fine. Even this one. It's like a tiny bit fucked up. The artist just struggles with connecting the legs. But, like, who hasn't? Actually, this one's worse because both of them are wrong. Like, her ass is very visibly here, so why does her leg start over here? Fida's anatomy is messed up. Yeah, I don't blame them. I also suck ass at anatomy. Like, they're way better at it than me. It's just very, very noticeable because the rest of the illustration is very high quality. Frost, understandable. I'm shocked. I would have thought you would have liked Robin, and Robin came out before Frost. Is she an amputee? No. Her legs just detach. Okay, you partially leveled Click. Thanks, I can't unsee it. I got you, Chief. I always got you. Now, surprisingly, Click was one of those characters a lot of people didn't realize was female. And I never really got that because she has visible boobs. Like, I'm not a big fan because she's a rat. But she has visible boobs, and a lot of people were not aware Click was a dude. They thought she was a femboy. How? Yeah, I know, right? She's a girl? Yes, she is a girl. She is, in fact, a girl and not a Stolfo. I thought it was a dude. Okay. I thought this was an old fun fact people weren't aware of. Apparently, a lot of people still don't know. Don't slander my rats. I like rats, I just don't like Click. Because she's like the furry kind of rat, outside of this skin. Gacha players can't see cut sizes below C, and even then, they think they're flat. Usually the gender's in the profile, yeah, and Click is female. But no one reads the profiles. Gravel is very pretty. Now, okay. No, I'm gonna stop. Moving on. Unmaxed Gravel, that's entirely understandable. Bagpipe, hell yeah, sister. I have PTSD on knowing operators' genders. Did you know, despite popular belief, Inez is actually a dude? I know, right? Like, I was really surprised when I found that out. But she is canonically male. It was a really big surprise. I guess I'm part of the 1% that reads profiles. No, you're absolutely fine. I read the profile to check if they're infected. Gotcha. Call me gay. Yeah, how did you know I was fucking around with this one? Anyway, good, you only use her correct skill. What? I'm joking. This one is a joke. This one's a joke. I'm just a very good straight man. The rest of them have not been, but this one is a joke. But no, you use her correct skill, hell yeah. Respect S3? No. Reading in the big 2026? Yeah, exactly, it's so cringe. But no, Inez's S3 is cringe and you should never level it or use it and you should feel bad. Chen, you should have done Masteries years ago. These days it's not relevant. Hodera, based. I'm assuming you have Arkedo leveled with her IS module. Nerl is very fun. Her S1's also very fun, but it's kind of dogshit. We're 1.5 hours in and we're still on the first account. Look, I may be made of stupid. I'm very easily distracted. I don't have Arkedo. Everyone point and laugh. Okay, Silver Ash based. You're looking to marry his sister, so you're going to get Silver Ash Alta. Fun fact about Silver Ash. Did you know that in all of his skins, he has a visible bird? All of them. Except this one, where it's hidden on his profile, but it's there. This is his friend, and it always has that little scarf and a hat. It's very cute. Just this time, he also has a cat, which is eyeing the bird and hoping to kill him. He attacks with his bird. He does. He points his cane and the bird swoops. And the reason he has invis reveal is his bird's eyes. That is not a joke. That is why it is called eagle eyes. The reason he is invis reveal and is very hard to assassinate and catch off guard is because of his eagle, which warns him. And this was the only time they tried to justify invis reveal. They gave up. He's so cool. Shame about that personality. Yeah, no, I like his personality. Horn is very based. I love that all Fortress defenders are obliged to have their tummies showing. She's very, very pretty. I love Horn. You use the wrong skill and you don't have masteries. This is a war crime. Mods crush her skull. Logos based. Good shit. Lumen, unfortunate. Oh my god, you're an AFK Knights player. You're actually an AFK Knights player. This is disgusting. This is foul. How could you do this to me, Anna? Reed, oh, hell yeah, M6, you leveled this wrong. Don't worry, I will put in a support ticket for you to get the devs to rectify this error and get you those resources back. You know what, while they're at it, I'll ask them to remove Reed's S2 from your account. Fun fact, all Fortress Defenders have a black tank top. Exactly. His ranged attacks are just the bird. What the hell? Yeah, I know, right? Why is Silver Ash playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey? He's just built different. Also, okay, last Guna fun fact for a while until I forget and see another one and bring it up. Did you know that this was actually the original lewd skin of the game? Can I still join? Absolutely, OWAP. But yeah, this skin for Silence, this was unironically the definitive Guna skin. Reed has a module. It's very good. It takes her healing from 50 to 60%. It's actually quite good. I saved up for it. Yes, like this was the Guna skin. The only Guna skin. No one used Silver Ash S1, but the sound effect for it is an eagle screech. Yes, I have used it before. It's very wholesome. Shining Altar when? Yeah, she also, her staff is a sword, so we thought she was going to get a guard altar. She still hasn't. Why does she not have another skin? You will like the fact that her shirt is vacuum sealed to her boobs. You will tolerate her chest being vacuum sealed in all 3 of her skins. I use Silver Ash S1 a lot as a newbie. Yeah, no, exactly. Same as Angelina S1. Some skills are just designed for newer players, and they usually put those on it. Anna? What the fuck is this? Anna. Why is your Inez Mastery 2? Your Ascalon? I can't talk. SP Breakpoint? Have you considered doing more masteries? This is account brain damage. It is! Welcome in, Geocat. Lovely to have you. M9 Gladia, when her main use is her X module. But you did no masteries on Ascalon. What animal is Ascalon? All Sarkaz are not actually based on animals, but are in fact based on demons. Some of them are then further slightly based on animals, like W being based off a cockroach, but that is purely fan stuff. They are based on demons. So Ascalon is a demon. Every time Silver Ash attacks, he calls in an eagle airstrike. Hell yeah, brother. She's a Sarkaz. She is. She can also... Okay, fun lore fact about Ascalon. She can perfectly change her voice at will. She can sound entirely like different people, and she can turn completely invisible in the middle of combat. But her arts massively injures and is slowly killing her, somewhat similar to Mudrock, and she just bears with it. Another fun fact, Ascalon is another hag. She is almost 50. So she is much, much older than a lot of people realize. She's in very, very good shape. But yeah, so her arts, much like Mudrock, are sort of gradually killing her, but she's deemed important enough to use them anyway. Fun fact, Ascalon's E2 art has the demon doing the disintegrated emoji face. Wait, shit, I see it. Wait. Yeah, the demon's doing the disintegrating emoji face. He's got his hands up as he fades out of existence. I see it. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, no, I see that now. I see that. He's fading out. She's basically non-IRL ERB. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's take a look, see who else you got. So, maxed out Gladia. I don't see it. Don't worry about it. Weedy. It is very funny to me that Weedy is so clearly, like... For many years, we thought Weedy, it's unsure if she's wearing panties or not because of the skin. Because if this was not reflecting light, her crotch would be visible. That is very, very low cut. And then after many years of those memes, they give this skin, where she is not only not wearing panties, she's also not wearing a bra. Welcome in, Shadow. Lovely to have you. Now, the M7 Weedy is kind of fucked up, and I am shocked you don't have her Y module. I thought better of you, Anna. 184 so I didn't get Ascalon. That is very, very sad to see. Weedy Mpreg. Yes, Weedy is a copy. Weedy has many, many memes about her, and is basically the origin of all of the cursed shit about Arknights. Except for Exia Slug combo. God forbid a girl has hobbies. Her hobbies... Don't worry about it. X gets the plush boost way easier. Yeah, X is the better module, but people do it for the meme. So yeah. Weedy has both a bunch of piss memes, you being able to instantly end the stage by killing yourself, and then also the fact that she gets guys pregnant if she ever sleeps with them. So she has many cursed copy-pastas about her. Also, by the way, seahorses basically clone the woman a lot of the time, so you would be giving birth to thousands of mini-weedies. Are you gonna post the Weedy piss pic again? No. Weedy's a clean freaking underwear's dirty. Fair enough. Okay, La Pluma, I see you gave up on her S2 because you realized it's really bad. Miosis, based. I always thought her S2 was a good skill, but that's called me being bad at the game. Vulpus, hell yeah, she only has one skill. You haven't got around to her module. How could you? Sorry, asking for a friend. What is Weedy's number? Oh, no. Why are you asking for my girlfriend's number? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Weedy is a goated module name. Yeah, Puss X. It's really hilarious. Okay, Shongwa. Based. Good shit, good shit. You're a big fan of the Sway siblings. Dagenbrecker. Hell yeah, she casts Fist. I'm gonna go out on a limb, Anna. I'm gonna go for another call out. Did you potentially buy all of the D&D themed skins? I don't have the energy to check, so I'm just gonna ask. But that is what this is. This is a D&D themed skin. Not all of them, but most. That is my expectation. Entalachia's thighs are absolutely inhuman, but she's very pretty. I skipped Whisperain. You skipped Whisperain. Anna. You skipped Whisperain's skin. I don't use her. Mods. Let's, make the problem disappear. I know it's pretty. You bought this shitty FedEx skin, and you didn't buy the prettiest skin in the game. That's fucked up. Also, you like breakpoints, but don't have his S1. Interesting. Whisperain's skin is unattractive. Mods, take him out back. Okay, M9 Gavial, you do like tomboys. M9 Pepe, that one does come as a surprise. I did not think Pepe would be your type. I do love her goofy eyes, though. Cholbai, you should level her other skills if you play IS, which Omega lol. You bought Gavi skin? Who didn't? Gavi skin's very, very pretty. That FedEx skin is good. I disagree. Bra South, give me mod. I need to ban someone. Based. I've never used his S1. I should. You should. Thorns is very attractive. Like, there is a limit to how into women you can be. And the limit is this right here. Like, look at that. The well-cut abs. He's very, very handsome. Oh, thank you very much, Daha. 07. Oh, you shot Dave. True. Even more based. I saw a meme where streamers say mods like medieval kings say guards. I can't unsee it. Exactly. Guards, drag this man away. No, thank you, Daha. That's very sweet of you. Okay, no, Thorn's insanely based. Viviana. Okay, so yeah, you're a little bit of a meta simp. You don't use your Zula. You should. He's very strong. Why do you have... No, you even use this, don't you? There's no limit to how into women I can be. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Oshiguma, very pretty. Of course, you've got an M9. Jessica, M6, set to the wrong skill. Alter Thorns' skin is better. I disagree. I think his skin is peak. A friend of mine calls Thorns a twink. No, he's not. I get that with his default, but no. Ari account, yes. I got it despite that. I see. You must be the other person looking forward to Reclamation Algorithm 3 like I am, aren't you? So, Sancta Mixaparado, he's very based. Saria leveled incorrectly, I see. Shu also leveled incorrectly, because name one time when you've ever used her S2. 07 Dave! Name one time you've ever used Shu's S2. It is absolutely terrible. You don't have his good skill leveled. Wife, understandable. Fear meta based, but wrong skin. This skin is... I will die on this hill. This skin is so much prettier than the new Fear meta skin. I didn't even buy it. Why would I? Why would I buy the other skin when this one from the waist up is so absolutely, inhumanly, unfathomably peak? Both are pretty shush, yeah, but this is like an unironic 15 out of 10. and this is like a 7 out of 10. The nuance effects are so cool. Yeah, the nuance effects are really cool. Fierce Skin has a better chibi. I do agree, and the effects on this one are really cool. The black hole. I love my women, so I got both. Hell yeah, just by both. Understandable. Lemoen, hell yeah, you do like lemon. You like the horse failure a lot. So I'm actually mainly curious, who are your favorite operators? Do you cap at 65? Surely not. Who's your favorite of the favorite? Also, by the way, let's take a look at that monster real quick. Okay. I'll accept that. Why buy silver when you have gold? Exactly. Anna, get Lapland's module. It's really good. You should consider getting Lapland's module. My 90s are a mix of favorites and meta, I see. So you're also a meta sweat. You have Swire Alta at specifically level 80. You have Susuro at level 70. I wonder why. It's clear you don't use Susuro. Oh, I can't think of a single reason why you specifically would have a leveled Susuro. Oh, that came as such a surprise. This is a mystery we need to piece together. Everyone get out your detective hats. Welcome in Radagast. I'm doing very well. How are you? Me think Anna likes the candy stores. That's a good way of putting it. I'm surprised Swire only level 80 then. Okay, now let's take a look at your faves. I like how literally nobody whose account I've reviewed has had Linar's module, even though it's really good, because Linar just doesn't need it. He just kills everything. He just kills everything anyway. So his module doesn't fucking matter. Hoshiguma, insanely based. I'm shocked you didn't level RS3, because back in the day that was legitimately good. Penance, you leveled the wrong skill and then realized your mistake and fixed it. Blind is for meta guides, which I haven't used in ages. No, that's fair. Exia, you did her first module. Her second module's better, but you have her first. I'm in the same boat. Rosa, hell yeah. This is one of the prettiest skins in the game. I love the framing of it being a literal painting. Mlinar's module is so overkill. Yeah, it's kind of like calling an airstrike on an anthill. Like, yes, it's going to deal with the problem, but did you really need that? We done with the base review, or is that still coming up after operator review? We've already done this one's base review, yes. Free from Project Hell, I get a 30-minute break. Welcome in, hello! I hope your day's going okay, man. Calzy, based, Ling based. Okay, let's have a look-see. Your Radiant's maxed out. Okay, so this is... Yeah, I see what you mean. This is mostly meta and a couple of your faves. Most of your faves are actually level 65. The only one who's like your favorite is Dorothy. So does this make Dorothy your favorite operator? Because all of your other faves aren't level 90. This is the only one who's in your fave of faves who is level 90. I like Rose's OG skins over her masterpiece. No, all of Rose's skins are quite good. How many people have been reviewed? 1. This is the end of the first account. I got distracted. So, there we go. Thank you very much for lending me your account, Anna. I got marginally distracted. She's top 3, understandable. Stare, don't worry about it. So, it's a single account. To be fair, like 40 minutes of that, you skipped my base? Oh my god, wait, you're right, I did. Wait, shit! I didn't check your base! Okay, 1 second, everybody. 1 second. Let's just get back in here. So, let's check your base. Let's take a look-see at your base. Uncompleted review? No, I'm still back. I'm still back. Okay, 243, nice and neat. Let's see. Okay, you're trust farming Surta, who you never use, Skyfire, who strips herself naked, and Broker, who is hot. So you're just trust farming for certain reasons. Are these pre-builts or are these customs? I think the top one is actually custom. In which case you're probably... Yeah, this is custom. Are you submitting this to the dorm review? If so, that's going to be hype. I'm looking forward to the base review. So, as a reminder, next weekend will be a dorm review. So, please do submit in the Discord if you'd like to join in. I said earlier you'll yap refract about 3 hours during an account review. No, never 3. When is Raid's second module coming out? Why'd you care? Her first one's really good. Okay, and the others are pre-built. I should've... Lol, I made it ages ago. Feel free to. Okay, and 243, that's very, very based. Now, let's take a look-see at your prod. Can't be that angry. Can't be that angry. Now, is this stupid? Yes. But you have actually optimized the stupid. So you are running 3 precious metal farms and 1 tactical battle referee. Battle record factory. And you've actually locked in on your trading posts. This is respectable in its stupidity. I've explained my reasoning. No, you didn't. You said vague. 07 Dave, and thank you very, very much, Daha. So I'm expecting your teams to actually be quite excellent. You have unfortunately optimized the shit out of this. Yeah, that's about what I was expecting. That's very solid. And out of curiosity, who are you currently training? You're currently training Kitchusei, except not actually. Understandable. I have more XP than I could use with my LMD. Yeah, but you can still balance it. You don't need to change it. Either way, I'm surprised you thought that would make me mad. You're actually generating a good amount of LMD, so the fact that you're focusing on LMD, while weird, is at least you're doing it well. Like, it's like how I will accept 252s when they're doing it well. You're running an unconventional 243, but you're actually committed and you've set it up correctly. Welcome in, Johnny! Thanks for the 50 stream streak. Lovely to have you. What if I like chaos and unorganized? Do I get in jail with Tallulah? If only. Who here... Okay, genuine show of hands real quick. Who here would love to be stuck in a jail cell with Tallulah for months? Did you know you can have 3 gold factories and 2 XP factories? Did you know I can remove your kneecaps with a hammer? Mr. Johnny, no 6-7 accounts allowed. No, what was the 6-7? Me. Yep, me as well. Only a month? I said months. Who wouldn't exactly? How long are we talking? Let's say, long enough for you to start a family together. I do not want to go to jail, but if I have to, Tallulah would be a good cellmate. Exactly. Blame Mark Knight's Discord for the 252 propaganda. Look, theoretically it's good. It's just most people fumble it. Most people would be better off not running 252, but theoretically it's good, especially for newbies. It's just a case of it's also complex. So it's good if you know what you're doing, but if you know what you're doing, you don't need it. She'll get me pregnant, Poggies. Exactly. Okay, so everybody, now, before we roll, I need to ask you something, because I am stupid, and I lost track of time. Saying fun facts. I don't have any money, because I spent it all on gambling. So, do people want a bribe wheel today? Or would they like 2 more spins on the normal wheel? Because either this is... I only have time for 2 more accounts. Let me do a poll. To get the genuine opinions. Let's just... which way? Bribe? No bribe. Southheart Gambler. Jokes aside, I don't actually gamble. Okay, you've got 2 minutes. Place your votes, everybody. We have 6 more hours of stream. Shut your dumb fucking mouth. Prediction timer. Thank you for reminding me, Reptrid. I appreciate it. OmegaLol, look, I'm made of stupid. I'm made of stupid. 2 hours in a single account. Look, that's not actually the worst I've ever done. I mean, hey, as a reminder, if the stream hits 100 likes, which it won't, I need to do more account reviews next week. And if I do, I will guarantee 4 accounts. And to be fair, last week I did 6 or 5. So I did more than usual. Bribery to support local business. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Unfortunately, no, it's only 4 more hours. No! I'm not doing that again! 5 more spins of the normal wheel? No. What are these fake viewers? They're voting no. My membership ran out. Maybe you should do a bribe wheel. 100, you say? We're at 6-7 now? Great, so we're not going to hit it. It's at 66, that means we're not going to hit it. But no, please do like the stream if you're enjoying this. It means a lot to me, and it helps out. Guys, quick, make 30 more alt accounts. Don't go out of your way. No, be organic with it. I DM'd, add me there. Yes, I will. Don't worry, I have not forgotten. There are 14 new signups. I will be... Oh, Thank you very much, Daha. That's very sweet. When do we need to hit 100 by like Saturday? Because that's when I will announce my schedule. Put me in the wheel. I wish to bet on yellow to win double. Welcome in P. Didstler. I make no guarantees of your color. Welcome to the wheel, Rith. Welcome in Arisa. Welcome in Touch. Welcome in Bird in a Bread. I didn't hear you, South. Sorry, am I on the wheel? You're gonna have to check yourself. It's on screen. And no, thank you, Taha. That's very, very sweet of you. I didn't sign up again. No worries, sir. No worries. Okay, welcome to the wheel, Vermilion. Welcome to the wheel, OAP. Welcome in Kyodo. Welcome in Ramino. Okay, I just realized I should probably actually check what the poll says. Okay. People are pretty unanimous in not wanting a bribe wheel, so we will not do a bribe wheel today. Welcome to the wheel, Kyo Vedas. Lovely to have you. Welcome in Johnny. Welcome in JB3. Welcome in Yuki. Welcome in Fresh Hoyt. For the 10th time in a row, I'm blue. It is what it is. Woohoo! Exactly. Yeah! I'll be blackmailing Arknights when my account gets reviewed. Base.
Fluid intake.
Internet shit itself. Welcome, Maxton! Hydrate, yes, sir. One account at this place. Look, I make no guarantees. Welcome to the wheel, Belligerent Yarn. Welcome in Heaven Guard. Welcome in Akite. Sorry if I get doubled, I'm legally blind. You're fine, you're fine. And lucky last two, welcome in Spring Colors. Sorry, random sneezing fit. Welcome in Spring Colors and welcome in Maya Doa. Lovely to have you. Welcome to the wheel. Surprised we're under 1k subs. How could that happen to my streamer? No, it is normal for me to be under 1k subs. Me being over 1k subs was absurd. And should never have happened. Never have happened. I'm blind, put me on twice? No. Okay, let me start a prediction. Everybody place your bets and I will remember to change the time. Give me 1 second. You have 2 minutes to place your bets, everybody. Fell off! For a streamer of my size, 1,000 subs is... Like, maybe I should have a goal of 100. Maybe. More subs? Yes. Please. There's no bribe slot. Can everyone give me money anyway? Is that what you want from me? Is that what you want me to say? South fell off, I can't believe it. No, I'm doing very well. I'm very lucky to have lots of people watching me. No, exactly. You got it, boss. Thank you, Anna. That's very, very sweet of you. I'm kidding, obviously. All in on whatever color my name is. Well, I'm gonna hit shuffle, so now no one knows what color they are. Twitch about to panic over South dropping 600 subs in this month, exactly. Hi, South. Welcome in yellow! And thanks for putting out some stuff I missed. No worries, Anna. It was a pleasure to review your account. Glad to have you. All in on white. Well, that's not possible. Blue is shredding. Did you land on blue? Well, I'm gonna shuffle it again. Now no one knows which color they are. You can't bet on yourselves. Don't be a coward. 17 on black. Ooh, you lose. The house took your money. Okay. I'm still on red. What? Not anymore. You're not touched. Get RNG'd. Definitely a blue this time, for sure, for sure. Oh, welcome in, Dices. I can't see my name. Your forehead is in the way. Okay, what about I lean forward? One of you hasn't showered in a week or so. That's disgusting. What color is Daha? I want to bet on that. I don't know. I have no way of checking. While you're yapping, I heard this trivia on fire. Right, on a scale of 5th grader to Jeopardy, how much will the contestants hate themselves? Well, consider this fact. You probably weren't around for the original trivia, but people who were can vouch. Some of my questions are outright lies. That's part of the fun. It's Arknight's trivia, but I lie. So there are some questions I don't expect them to be able to answer. Some I think all of them will be able to, and some that will be got-ems. Trivia, but you lie? Exactly. But no, I hope they will be able to answer it. There are some that are very obscure and some that are less obscure. So I hope everyone has fun. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Gaslighting trivia? Exactly. It'll be like, for example, my favorite one from last year's trivia was name a character with rock in their name. And I put rock twice because she has rock in her name twice. So there was a second question where they needed to guess Rock. The gummy incident, don't worry about that. The dog one last year was great. Yeah, I said name a character named after a dog, and Doberman, Beagle, and Cardigan are all breeds of dog. But the actual answer was KB, because she's named after a dog since she's named after Cerberus, which translates to Spot, and is the first dog that's recorded to have a name. That was the video that got me to watch your streams. Well, it's lovely to have you. I had so much fun editing that video, and then I did the laziest thumbnail known to man. Tequila also... No, Tequila is named after the drink, because he's a bartender. That is a bit of a separate thing. Cardigan, Beagle, and Doberman are explicitly named after the dog breeds, because they're all Perros as well. Y'all are ignoring Podenko? Exactly. I'll never forget the midnight question. Yeah, that was... Sten actually became like a featured character. It was a 5-person collab, because Sten was explicitly called out by name and thanked by Super. He's not a bartender, he's a domestic terrorist. Can't a guy have hobbies in Bolivia? Alrighty. Now. You know what? I've stalled long enough. Who will be the probably last account of the day, if I'm being real? But maybe I have time for a second. Let's take a look-see. The wheel spins. And it lands on... Oh, thank you, Arai. That's very sweet. And it lands on... Killer HUD. Killer, you have 60 seconds to shoot me a DM, or we reroll. Fucking ow, what medicine does one use for headache? Ibuprofen? Yes. Or Panadol, or anything like that. Rigged reroll? What do you mean rigged? I shuffled it! I shuffled the cards, and you're accusing me of cheating anyway. Please, chat, give me money. Yep, I'm being forced to say that. I'll fix that this weekend. Rigged for real? I mean, for what it's worth. We took a long time on that first account. He's probably not here. I would say there's good odds we end up with a reroll. Ibuprofen? What does that mean? Last time you reviewed my account, it took you like 20 minutes. Look, I am made of stupid. To be fair... Okay, Stalker's genuine question. If you had to estimate how much time of that was spent actually talking about Anna's account versus me getting distracted and yapping, what do you think the breakdown is? 10%, 5%, 22 minutes. 1/4 account review, 3/4 yapping. 50-50, Anna's generous. We spent the first 30 minutes talking about Minotaurs. Still thinking of was it suppressed to a 2-minute review? Yes, because he was a level 2. Okay, we have a reroll. We need an AI to yap so you can do the review. Okay. Maybe I'm being presumptive, and maybe I'm tooting my own horn. I was under the impression that the reason people show up for account reviews is because they want me to review their account and give Arknights fun facts. I was under the impression that was the core draw. Is it actually that you want me to silently look through the account and have an AI talk to you the entire time? We need an AI so you can yap while it reviews the account. Welcome in Iceberry. No, we're here for the yapping. Yes, yes, no, yes. Wow, that's a 50-50. So half of you are here for the review and you're tearing your hairs out, while the other half are encouraging me to yap more. I see, I see. We need South GPT for infinite yapping. I see, I see. Anyway, let's spin that wheel. Look, you got 2 more wheel spins, as promised. We want you to silently scroll through the account with no AI. I see. Oh shit! Kluntzkopf! You are up now. Sir. 60 seconds to send me a DM. Blue again? Yes, it's rigged for blue. Yellow gang, stay losing. No, I'm gonna be honest, Bird. It looks like it actually landed on you. You got so absurdly robbed. It legitimately looks like it is on you. I rigged this wheel for real, for real. That's actually fake. Cut his power! What do you mean? Oh, Klutz is here! You guys, I thought you meant cut my power because it landed on blue. You mean cut Klotz's power. Oh, that is tragic. Bad luck, everyone. Klotz has, in fact, claimed his reward. Can I get a skip ticket? No. Congratulations, Blue Leavers. Believing in the blue. Still rigged respin. Sure, let me respin real quick. None of you'll know who it lands on because that person would feel bad. Thanks for always putting an F in my name. Oh shit, your name is Klotz Cop. Oh. Oh. Oh, your name is Klotz Cop. Oh, sleep well, dragon! Add me for funsies. I'm so sorry. I just rolled star. There might not be another for today, but if there is, shoot me a DM and I'll add you. I'm not 100% sure. That was me. I heard it. Well, weird. Everyone who said it was me got it wrong. I heard the claps. That doesn't mean it was you, crew. Mistaken name respin. Is there a bribe slot today? People voted no. So, no, there won't be a bribe slot today, Marshu. So you're saying the guy on the wheel isn't here? Yeah, to be fair, Klotz Cop didn't win. Klotz Kopf did. So, like, how do we feel about giving it to Klotz Cop since his name is the most similar? Like, I feel like that's some shady shit. Your brother signed up, not you. Anyway, code sensor. Obviously, I'm not going to scam you, obviously. Am I not on the wheel? You were, Akron. Do not worry. You were on the wheel. I added you. We're here for shady shit. It's fine. Exactly. Welcome in life, Buck. Claps brought me attention is what I meant. Oh, gotcha. He can summon. Exactly. Just this once. Chat's feeling generous. This is Skinwalker Awareness Month? Oh, damn. Did they release a new contingency contract in Arknights? And by the way, I'm not sure if this is the last account or second from last. I apologize. I got briefly distracted with Anna's account for maybe a small portion of time. Just a couple minutes. Just only a minute or two. No one saw anything. Okay, so you are a Saga fan. That is strange. If this is the last one, I can go to sleep. I'm not sure if it is. I'm so sorry. If this one goes quick, I'll do another. If not, this will be the last one. Lightly, briefly, don't worry about it. If it's a light distraction, I'm scared of a serious one. Yeah. Now, as a reminder, I am afraid to do just chatting streams. Because I worry I will run out of content. And have nothing to say. So everybody feel free to mock me, because that is my genuine opinion, and that is why I don't do them. Self-holding viewers hostage! That's just evaking stream. No, it's not. Let us go to bed. Please do sleep. If you're tired, please sleep. Please sleep. Sleep is very, very important. You should sleep. Okay, now before I forget, let me actually change this. Klopf, lass mich heim. That is your account name. Congratulations, I've decided for you. There's a lot of things to yap about in life. Yeah, but I can't talk about work, because I would go to jail. Is this the last? I'm not sure. Last or second last? Maybe one Red Bull before closing your eyes? What are you talking about? Our account review is basically just chatting with a topic. Yeah, pretty much. Sleep is for the week. Please do sleep if you're tired, okay? Rein, not Hein. Oh, shit, you're right. Klopf, lass mich rein. Lass mich dein Geheimnis sein. You're absolutely right. My bad. Okay, so you're a Saga fan. Let's see. Is this dedicated? Yo, based. I have so much respect for someone who actually picks one skin and leaves that. Like, if you have a couple rotating, that's fine. I do not understand the appeal of having more than 10 rotating. What's the point in that? This is a sign of showing your favorites. What's the damage, bro? In Arknights specifically, that is what I believe in. I can't believe anyone would just casually play the game in a different way for me. I'm gonna guess... Let's look. First off, compared to Anna, you're a megalol broke, but you have 20 million LMD. Second off, I'm going to guess you started late 2021 or early 2022 to mid 2022. Shit, I'm still on that screen apparently. Let's take a look-see. Mid 2020. No, I was off. C9 improper thoughts. So you're a non-gooner. That actually checks out, because you've got Myrtle playing the drums. Oh. 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 Free to play, by the way? No. No, he's not. One skin is missing. Is it the Nightmare skin? Arrival has shown up. Yes, so this is every outfit in the game except one. There are currently 437 skins in the game. For anyone curious. So not only is Klotzkopf a whale, this man is like Jormungandr. He's been around since the days of the Norse, whaling, before it was cool. This puts Leviathan to shame. I don't see Technician Scardy. Blasphemy. No, other people are welcome to like other things. And for whatever god's-forsaken reason, you're showing off your SSS models. Medals. Why are you showing off your SSS medals? Mods, can we unironically ban this guy? Why are you proud of that? What's wrong with you? I like them. You know what? Let's downgrade that ban from 1 minute to 7 hours. Just a 7-hour ban. Not truly whale, they don't have Abyssal Hunter profile picture. No, they are so much of a whale that you're just seeing the tongue, which is Myrtle. The ancient serpent of the deep sea, exactly. Because nobody has them. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, let's take a look at your depot. You've got 20 million LMD, which makes me worried for how leveled your characters are. You have 1,500 yellow certs. So, for anyone curious, Klotz has not stopped whaling recently. Klotz is still whaling. From the looks of things, you buy every pack that enters the store. Holy shit! Why do you have 9? These are paid packs! Okay, that is a really good use of money. That is a real good use of your money. You know, if you're allergic to money, I can take some off your hands if you really, like, if you're this desperate to get rid of it. And by the way, I'm kidding. Please do not actually give me money. You know damn well that would be irresponsible and you'd regret it. I'm just shitposting. He's saving for Enfield 2. No, this man is saving for Enfield 47. He's waiting for the, like, fucking... for the trilogy to be over. 1% of Enfield's budget. I see that. Please, chat, give me money. I should have given it to South. No, jokes aside, it is free content. Please do not ever feel pressured to give me money, okay? I've been pre-farming a bit for future operators. Klotz. This doesn't count as pre-farming. This is like saying you do meal prep when you take a $20 bill in a plastic tub to work. And then you use that bill to buy lunch. That is not meal prep. This is not pre-farming. You are converting money into things that let you instantly level. This does not count as pre-farming. Okay, you've got barely any XP and 20k LMD. Good chunk of resources, so you have unironically pre-farmed in addition to that. It's kind of a meal prep. I disagree. So you miscounted your vanguards, you miscounted your guards, you miscounted your supporters, and then you're going for a defender and specialist 5-star. I see. Oh my god. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Hey, okay, can you type real quick? Klotz, can you type real quick? I got a surprise for you. You know how I often joke about mods ban this guy? Just in case I never needed a limited pro. I see. Oh, where did he go? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's messed up. What happened to him? Oh, where did he go? Oh, man. Oh, I guess he doesn't want to be here to defend himself. No, jokes aside, you're back. Mods, get him. Yeah, mods, jump that guy. 3v1 him. Welcome in, Mio! Lovely to have you. He can bail himself out. He can afford it. Exactly. So, this is more than you get for free, which means he spent yellow certs on royal caster tokens. That was why I jokingly banned him for a few seconds. They killed Klotz! You bastards! Lanza Gashinda! I'm definitely not jealous. This cost money. This cost yellow certs. Cool, free-to-play account. So true, bestie. And by the way, Klotz, you are back. You are not actually banned. I just jokingly timed you out. I have lifted that. CC bonus event? No. If you get all of the free CC ones, you would have less than this. He bought additional caster ones with yellow certs. I am aware of the breakdown of what you get from CC. He got extra. Lancer Gashinda, I know what you were referencing. Free to play, forced to pay. I see. Also, why do you have... Oh, sorry, wrong button. Why do you have one Thorns pot? Genuine question, Klotz. What's this? I need to use that Thorns pot. Yeah, I would say use this one. You wailed for a pot 6 altar. I didn't even redeem it. Wow, that's crazy. Let's take a look-see at your base. Surely this will be good. Surely. Please don't be brain damage. Okay, nice and neat 2-4-3. Off to a good start. Respectable. Good. Very well optimized. 33k consistently for your XP. 47k medals. About 50 to 60 LMD. This is an incredibly well optimized base. The only thing you're doing wrong is your trust farming characters you already have maxed out. But this is also the Rhodes Island gang. Oh, you swapped those today. You swapped out Warfarin for Radiant. Oh, Warfarin, the head of the medical department, got kicked out for the head of torture and interrogation. I see how it is. Everyone has max pot. Why? Welcome in, FIFA. Lovely to have you. How's your day going? Good God, yeah. But that is kind of base. Also, actually, by the way, how many of you were not aware that Radiant is an ex-torturer? Genuine question. Because, like, Radiant seems really motherly, but, like, her job before Rhodes Island was being an Ursus torturer. And she was very, very good at that. Sorry, what? Yeah, I feel like that's probably just random shit people don't know. Like, for me, it's obvious, because even just the vibes they were going for. Okay, let's take a look. Do you have any custom dorms? No. Pre-built. Entirely understandable. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but those are very, very nice pre-builds. Lie detection? Yes, she can detect lies. Isn't she an assassin? No. You're probably thinking of Ascalon, who is the head of assassination for Rhodes Island. Radiant is the one with the wholesome woman patting a child with a World War II fit photo on the foreground? Yes. She unironically is. Is she not allowed to have fun anymore? Yeah, I mean, who doesn't join torture and interrogation for fun? You know, this whole time when everyone was guessing my job, little did you know that I obviously definitely work in torture and interrogation, and I'm not at all being sarcastic right now. I like the term enhanced interrogation technique. Yeah, it sounds much nicer, doesn't it? Hi, Seth. Welcome in, Lizzie. How's your day going? Arknights KGB? Yes, sir. Sword Operators by Trust? I will. Don't worry. I had not forgotten. Squads 2, 3, 4 are themed, not for use. FYI. A riddle, if you like. Okay. So, your first team is therefore for use. And it's only 9 operators. South streaming from Guantanamo? No. I've never been to Gitmo, and hopefully I never go there. Welcome in, Arctic! One is broke from LMB, and the other is broke from Battle Records. So true. Yeah, I love having 20 million LMD and still farming LMD despite having no XP. It's enhanced interrogation. Sure it is. Knight? Oh, you heading off? Thanks for coming, Lizzie. Lovely to have you. I always change squad 1. Oh, gotcha. Okay, now I'm going to go out on a limb and say you're a waifu player. I haven't slept. I'm so sorry. I hope you're able to sleep soon. Of course, a pharmaceutical company has an assassination department. Yeah. They also have torture and interrogation, obviously. And they're also a private... Okay. Is the cure to male loneliness starting a private military company with your friends? Stalkers, what do you reckon? If to solve our loneliness, we all got together and formed a PMC, do you think that would be a good idea? I love the team name, Seastein Improper Thoughts. Yeah, he's got that as his, bio as well. Yes, I call dibs on being Solid Snake. I call dibs on being Big Boss. You guys need to fight amongst yourself for everything else. I want to say, Colonel. Questions? Metal Gear? Psycho Mantis? Account reviews? You'll need a UAV specialist? Hell yeah, brother. Can I be the box then? What, so you're saying you want me to crawl inside of you? That's not even a sex innuendo. Like, you want to vor me? I have experience in intelligence gathering. So do I. In real life, women don't join PMCs. Tragic. Some do. It's just very, very rare. I'll be the guide outside guarding the tent. Only to die for dramatic effect. Base, base, base. I see the vision south. Exactly. Okay, now let's take a look-see. This team is 5-star only. I'm surprised you thought that would be like some really hard-to-see thing. This team is your 5-star only. I see, I see. This team... I have absolutely no clue. Welcome in, Finn! Lovely to have you. Not specific enough, that's fine. Oh, shit. I don't know, man. Anyone have any guesses for the theme of this team? I'm lost, I'm lost. Is it like mother and daughter? I was expecting more, exactly. Can love bloom even on the battlefield. On the battlefield? Welcome in, Momon! I want to be the guy that YouTube hates me, I swear, for exposition. Sorry, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. YouTube censored yet. These are operators you have improper thoughts about. Oh! I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's not that, actually. I'm gonna just call me crazy. I'm gonna say it's not that. Operators whose name's first letter matches their class. Huh. Yeah, that's fair. I see that. That's kind of cool. That's pretty poggies. That's pretty poggies. And then thoughts. Why the dog level 1? I'll deal with that later. And then this team is just to show off you're a furry, because you have a leveled act with his skin. I see, I see. Gotcha, gotcha. So this team is just your furry fantasies. I see. This is Team Sus. This is team you'll get a question mark and a raised eyebrow from your parents if you bring them back home. First of their branches. Yeah, that's fair. All of these characters were, in fact, the first of their branches. Tequila and Capo were the most notable ones where they were playing around. Ifrit is very much the first of her branch because fucking... they didn't make another one for 6 years. Okay, now, what I was saying earlier. They could very well both be women. I just knew that Bina was the only one where they are different people. With distinctly different personalities. Spectre doesn't count because she's actually just schizophrenic. That was what I mean. It looks like I was wrong about it being one boy, one girl. Looks like I was wrong in that front. But they are distinctly different individuals. That is what I meant earlier. I just did a terrible job explaining it and got it partially wrong. Both of them are hermaphrodites. Gotcha, gotcha. Was not aware of that. Now, let's take a look-see. First off, I want to see your trust. Because you don't have everybody leveled. That's something at least. You do have everybody trust. Wow, I didn't know this. Bro, I was not aware of this. Okay, apparently if you have everyone max trust, if you set it most to least or least to most, it doesn't change it. Oh, this is actually a glitch. This is actually a glitch. You actually found a glitch that no one knows about. This is not intended behavior. It should default swap these. Oh, that's fucking awesome. So you can change this for no reason. He broke the trust bar. He did. He broke that trust bar. Now, let's take a look. Gay Baby Jelly, you've got Vigil, Heliga, Kiave. So mostly men and mostly bad characters. Let's take a look. Is there anyone missing? Probably not. You are absolutely a furry. I was joking about that earlier. Oh, no, no. You have every skin in the game. Relax. Relax, South. You have every skin in the game. This is not proof of you being a furry. Why do you not have blitzes equipped? Wait, did Blitz not get a skin? I thought he did. No, he didn't. That's his E2 I'm thinking of. No, yeah, no, Blitz didn't get a skin. Wow, I had a random brain fart there. Blitz has a skin. No, he did not. Sorry for giving you a panic attack. He's probably going to be the only character in the game to not ever have a skin, except Breeze. Fun fact, by the way. Oh, welcome to AVGS. Fun fact, by the way. Breeze is a launch operator. Still no skin. Breeze got a skin on CN. I know, but she's one of the absolute last. Poor Blitz. It is what it is. Frost, though. Exactly. Furry to play, free to play. Exactly. Tachanka and Ash got skins. Yeah, I just thought it was all of them because Sakiko. It just threw me for a second. Who the fuck is Breeze? So, she is a downgrade to Perfumer who costs 600 red certs per potential. And is more expensive in addition to being worse. Both to level and DP cost. It is actually shocking. They made a hard... This is like if Indra was directly worse than Jackie. Okay, so yeah, you are a bit of a meta Andy. I'm surprised you don't have Grey leveled, given you love Grey Alter. Because he was one of those characters you had on your display. Lava the Purgatory, you've got both of their skins based. You've been grinding out IS-6, that only just came out really recently. You do unfortunately have Catapult leveled, so I will be taking one of your toes later. But that's fine, I'll just munch that off while you're asleep. And holy shit, you have so many E2s! Oh my god. Okay, so, you know how I called him Jormungandr, the serpent that will devour the world? Turns out I was not exaggerating. That is an accurate portrayal of how much he's wailing. I'm not gonna call you out. I can guess the rough number. 220 E2s. I see. Jormungandr. Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where it's better to pronounce it wrong because English people don't know it. It's like ether. You don't pronounce that either. Do they have Calzi made? They have every skin in the game except Nightmares, which predates their account. I was expecting an account more built than mine with skins and ops owned. Dude, they have spent, unironically, well over $1,000 US farming XP and LMD with Sanity. Hey, South Jormungandr, these nuts. Fucking got him. Do they have the KFC skins? They have every skin except Nightmare. There are a total of 437 skins in the game and they have 436. No Siege skin, they have it. They just don't have it equipped. The world has already been devoured by him? Absolutely. Okay, let's take a look-see. Elysium, his S2. Zima, no masteries. Whisperain, no master... Oh, you're a fucking cheapskate. Oh my god. Oh, you're so busy buying skins that you never use your operators. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I'm sorry to do you dirty like this. Wow, that's crazy. I think there was a point to Robin Mastery. I can't remember. Yeah, you were probably building her, but you did the wrong skill and then you gave up. Okay, this guy does have Siege skins, by the way. He just doesn't have it equipped. He has both of them. Like, I'm not kidding. He has every skin in the game except Nightmare. I know the exact skin count. So, no masteries. Some masteries. That's something. No masteries. No masteries. No masteries. No masteries. M5 specifically. What's up with this? M4. No masteries. No masteries. No masteries. No masteries. And then M6. Okay, I gotta see something. Let me guess. Are your level 50s where you start actually leveling characters you use, or do you just get everyone to module level? Because specifically Proviso then is the only odd one out. Let's take a look. See. No. So let's take a look. Do you use your level 50s? Maybe. South the skin expert circa that Thorns video. Okay, look. I'm gonna be so honest. Oh, welcome in famous. I'm gonna be so honest. When I made the Arknights has a skin problem video, it did not even for a second cross my mind that people might even briefly believe I was talking about skin color. That didn't even occur to me. Because obviously, I am talking about paid cosmetics. You know, gacha skins. But so many comments were like, bro, you put Shining and Thorns in the thumbnail. Obviously, you're race baiting. No! People thought that. A lot of them did. It's like, how racist are you that if you see a black guy and a white woman and the word skin in the context of gacha, you don't think cosmetics, you think, oh, he must be talking about race relations. It did not even occur to me for a second. And so many people like, bro, holy shit. I thought you were about to talk about something way different. What the? Yeah, it was a 2-minute shitpost video essay about the fact that Arknights keeps making skins and then not adding them to the game. You know how, like, Ambient Synthesia Phantom Thief W doesn't exist. Never will. There's a reason people pay others for optics. What does that even mean? What do you mean by that? How did that even work? So yeah, that was, oh, yeah, no, never mind, getcha. You mean, yeah, gotcha. But yeah, no, that did not even occur to me. It's not like there's nothing to say of AK's handling of race, it's been talked about. Yeah, but like, why would that be what you assume it's about? It's like, if I talk about, how short Myrtle's DP cost is, do you think that's a height ranking? No. I can't even think of a comparison, because it just did not even come across me. A fun fact about Sailor. Why would I give you a... No, I'm sorry. Sailor's the one Arknights character. I don't have any fun facts. I can't think of a single thing about her that's worth sharing. She's just so boring. She doesn't exist in the story. Define height, obviously talking about penis size. You got me. All Myrtles ranked by their height. Pizemka wins. Okay, Cantabile leveled. So it looks like level 50 is when you actually start using characters. That's fair. Kestrel doesn't deserve rights. South lied as naturally as he breathed. What are you talking about? South, I thought you already forgot about it. Forgot about what? I had breakfast in a shower and Sax actually did an account review while I was gone. What happened? Yes, we are on our second account. They're no longer fun since you've run them dry. Actually, no. I've only shared 4 of the 7 Salish fun facts I have. So I still have men. I still have many more. South Beach Skin when? Okay, I want you to know, as one of the last Subathon's rewards, I let people vote on a topic. One of the options was bikini, and everyone voted on Butler South instead, so I got art of me as a butler. However, you will be getting art of South dressed as Shamare relatively soon. So, when you really think about that, isn't that basically a beach skin? Okay, so yeah, it looks like level 50, that is the cutoff where you actually use your characters, and you level them to level 50 to mark them as done. So far... Oh my god. Klopf. What is this? Why does your Texas not have her module, and only 1 mastery? That's old? Yeah, why didn't you finish it? She was the second best character in the game for 4 years. My Texas looks the same? Why? It's a breakpoint. You want to know what else is a breakpoint, Marshu? The other masteries. Because all of them make her skill recharge faster. A speedrun very different from the Minotaur account. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll get distracted. Speaking of, did you know Texas is not actually named after the state of Texas? Texas is named after the extinct Texas wolf. This means from the very launch of the game, the devs were teasing the last Texas storyline that they recently wrapped up with Il Ciro Cusano into Il Portatore. So from the beginning, they had Texas's entire plotline planned. She is the last of her bloodline. All of the Texas family is dead except her. She is named after a fictional wolf. I haven't used Texas's talent since I got Saga's reduced DP cost module. That's more expensive and worse. Care to explain why she's top 2? She was really good at generating DP. So her and Flagpipe, who are one unit. You would take Flagpipe, and then you'd bring Texas, and then in the first 5 seconds, you can get Mudrock down. Hey, guy, South, what is the Texas Grey Wolf named after? Actually, it's the other way. The state was named after Texas Grey Wolves. Texas gives you 2 free DP, and she costs like 7. Exactly. Finally, a fun fact I didn't know. Exactly. So, fun fact. Salich's boobs look like an imposter from Among Us. I would say I've been well behaved today, but I haven't. Yep, wild main, no levels, entirely understandable. Arca for you based, she's so terrible. Texas Wolves were named after me. Same bestie. Why did I come back to this? Welcome back, crew. Don't mind me. Okay, fun fact of the day. Despite being a swordsman, Akafuyu is mostly blind. She can barely see. Like, she really fucking struggles. She is a mostly blind crab samurai. Is there a cooler concept for a character? There you go. That is and then you can also look at her chest and or stomach and or thighs to distract yourself from the fun fact. Look at how cool her fucking design is, despite the fact that her sword is way too short and absolutely tiny. A fully blind crab samurai? No. Half-sided. She's not fully blind. She's just mostly blind. Fun fact, she's the only arthropod. Yes! Because W is not a cockroach. W is a demon that they took inspiration from cockroaches from. And also, I know I've said this one many times, but there's new people here. Did you know that Arknights has 2 characters who are characters from Girls Frontline? W and Civilite Eterna. They got scrapped. But all of the Arknights devs came from, Girls Frontline. So, Arky for you is just like me, minus the crab samurai, and also I'm a dude. So you're just half blind, gotcha. Everything returns to crab. Exactly. There's only one arthropod, and it's crab. Isn't Eku one too? I'm not sure. Eku has a real-world gun, the Chris Vector, making her and W the only 2 who have that. I don't know if W was intended for that, but she probably was because she is a real-world gun. Teresa, although is an Arknight's original, you can tell because she's not nearly busty enough. No. Teresa and Civilite Eterna, same character, are from Girls Frontline. They were going to be an NPC. They weren't going to be a deployable unit. They were human, they were not a doll, unlike W, who was originally intended to be a doll. Now, here is it's been a while since I've given a relatively unknown cursed fact to inflict psychic damage. If you sort of squint and look aside, because of how broken her legs are, this actually looks like Bibig is sitting with her legs crossed, and she just has a massive fucking dong. Like, look at this. It looks like she's got just got a massive Bibig standing at attention. She's a real master of the sword, this swan lady. So, like, if you sort of look away and look at this out of the corner of your eyes, because of how the boots are laid up, it just... I just noticed. What a nice day to not have ears. I got bad news for you, Chief. I'm just gonna not learn that. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Why? If I need to know this, I need to share it as well. Once you know it, it sucks, but then if you get someone else to learn it, you get filled with so much joy. Teresa visually looks like Persicaria from Project Neural Cloud. Yes, there is some overlap because they sort of reused the design. Some of the designs, not like a lot of it, but still. What the fuck? Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. My asexual ass can't see it. Welcome in, Hime. That's the best part about my psychic damage. It doesn't work on everybody. Another win for the death. Thankfully, I'm not blind, so it doesn't look like that. I only said if you really squint and sort of look away. Bibig's big beak. So true, bestie. So true. Okay, so yeah, it looks... Oh, you don't use Franca. That's sad. Now, here is an actually wholesome fun fact. In Franca's skin, she's got a little Liskarm plushie. It's really cute. She's hanging a little charm of Liskarm off of her sword. Now, fun fact about Franca and Liskarm's relationship. Franca hangs a Liskarm plushie off her sword, and Liskarm uses a Franca target dummy at the gun range. Their relationship is fairly one-sided. I want this skin so bad, I'm sad I missed it. It is absolutely peak. Love, hate? Yeah, one of them loves, the other hates. I suddenly wish I never had learned English. I'm so sorry. I say, knowing I'm gonna do it again. Liskarm is being a tsundere. Sort of, absolutely. Sort of. Grey Spirit is fantastic. Eventually get her masteries, but look, okay, we already know who the 6-star Grey Spirit is going to be. It is going to be Tallulah. This archetype was so obviously made with Tallulah in mind. I cannot wait for Best Girl Tallulah. I will pot 6 her. Guaranteed, I'll do it live on stream. Ultra gay? Yes, sir. Highmore? Hell yeah. I'm a big La Pluma fan, but still. Okay, I'm shocked you don't have Morgan's skin equipped. This skin is such a massive glow up. I'm really surprised. Also, there are a shocking number of characters. So, not every character in Arknights does this, but the overwhelming majority of characters have what animal they are in the background. So, in this case, Morgan has a cat that is also wearing a similar fashion style of a necklace, a jacket, and a hat. A stylish hat. So, lots of them have these little plushies in the background if you take a look-see. And there's a lot of mini details a lot of people don't see. Can't wait for Curse of War Me. That would never happen. Welcome in, Adrian. Lovely to have you. Tallulah's going to be an operator? Yes, she is. Morgan's fit is super pretty. It is. No offense at all to Infukun. I like Infukun's design, but Studio Montaigne did a massive glow up on this one. Like, I love Infukun's art, but holy shit, this is such a glow up. I probably forgot to equip it. Gotcha. Somewhat true in Enfield? Yeah. So many pretty women. There are. This game has a lot of pretty women and gorgeous men. Oh, Sten, if you're here, ping me in the Not Safe for Work channel with Ulpianus art, okay? Just the words Ulpianus art, ping me. I've got something for you. I remembered seeing that earlier. How am I still awake? Please sleep if you need to, Epic. It's lovely to have you. Speaking of Enfield, oh, you having fun? Chibi, find me. You're now the green one. You're Blaze, walking to the right. The Gyaru agenda will be upheld. Yeah, but like, she's not a traditional Gyaru. Also, it is so funny to me how many people did not like Whislash, despite how hot she is in her E0, until they saw her E2, where she's asking you to ride her like a pony and showing off her ass. I hate Morgan's OD design. That's fair, that's fair. Chat ping South on the Not Safe Work channel for Ulpianus art. No, Sten specifically. I feel like a Sten. Look, if you want to see Ulpianus's ass, I've got something for you. If my name gets rolled, I'll become depressed. I must stay awake. Well, look, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Sleep's very important, okay? I did not forget to equip Whislash's skin. Yeah, no, I know you equipped this one on purpose, sir. You did not forget Whislash's skin. You're a gooner. I'm not judging. I've played Azure Lane. Give me Lapland and Enfield, or W. I think W would be more hype than Lapland and Enfield. I'm definitely not biased. So everybody, if you could add one character to Enfield, who is it and why would it be Lapland? Why is it Lapland? Everybody, why is it Lapland? Oh, I just realized what that looks like. No, don't mind me. Oh, why is it W? Why is it W? I was misspeaking. Frost Nova? No. You choose W. You choose W, yeah? You choose W. Okay, Bassline, understandable. Understandable. Croissant, hell yeah. I want Mudrock, why? Cantabile based. W and from the 300 Spark to Max Pod, that would be hype. Frost Nova, it would be very funny, but no, Frost Nova's dead. We need more unemployed ops. We actually have quite a few. Virtuoso's also unemployed. Okay, you know what? Back to fun facts briefly. Did you know Fire Whistle's whole deal is that she has started a private military company? And by that I mean a bodyguard agency. So she is currently the only employee, but she runs a bodyguard agency. And also she holds off the Fortress Defender Classic of wearing no clothing. But yeah, so she runs a bodyguard agency. She's currently the only employee. Guys bullying with your money? No, there's no bribe slot today. Be responsible. You need free time to commit war crimes. Enjoyment kind of conflicts with that. Exactly. Hate to braid it to yourself, but most reconveners are dead. That's kind of the whole bit. Oh, no, I reckon Warfarin's still around, and we've got Warfarin Reconvener in Enfield. Okay, entirely understand. No masteries on Heavy Rain. Why did you level her? Masteries on Nerl? Based. Masteries on Filet. I'm building my Filet right now. She's very pretty, but so outlandishly bad. She's so absurdly bad. Responsibility is for adults, here all men. No. It is free content. You don't need to give me money. That's a very sweet sentiment. But I go into every stream expecting $0, okay? I'm just very lucky to have you to hang out with. Warfarin is the one who's pulling out Reconveners. Yeah, crazy that she was the first to be pulled out, and now she's pulling out others. Okay, Underflow. I am still absolutely shocked. Look at how tomboyishly hot Underflow is in her defaults. Like, this is, no offense to Gavielle, this is the first proper tomboy we've had in Arknights. Gavielle was sort of like half tomboy, Underflow is full tomboy. And then look at how much skin she's showing in her skin. Holy shit! This is not what like, this is a gorgeous skin, but this is not what I was expecting. I love Heavy Rain's aesthetic. I do too. And I love this Underflow skin. It is just, it's absolutely gorgeous. Just, I also really love her tomboyish charm in her E0 specifically. So I'm kind of torn between this and the E2. I love Underflow. She's way better than you'd expect her to. Bark, bark, bark. Exactly. I should have bought the skin. It is so peak. It is such an... Like, the headgear looks stupid, but the rest of it is absolutely fantastic. Even her face. Her hair, also kind of stupid. It is what it is. But it is a fantastic skin. Why are some less revealing skins more loot than beach skins? Have you seen Gladia's? Real quick, let me just take a cursory glance. Let me actually... Oh, yeah, no. We've already seen Gladia on this account, right? Because you maxed her... No, that was Anna's account. I got distracted because it took me 2 hours. 1 second. Let me just grab Gladia to show something fun about her skin. So, this Gladia skin, at first glance... looks rather elegant, yeah? Do you know if Grog on ChatGPT have Twitch accounts? I don't believe it. I need to go for a bit. No worries, OWAP. Have a lovely day. So, Gladia's not wearing a shirt. You can very clearly see this is her exposed torso. Why does she have a boob window? No, she's actually completely naked except for this robe and the collar. She's not wearing pants and is not wearing a shirt. It does not look like she has a boob window. If this strand of hair was not there, or if she was tilted like 3 degrees that way, she would be flashing her nipples right now. So despite how elegant it looks, this is actually one of the horniest skins in the entire game. Which catches a lot of people off guard. I don't like that skin. No, that's fair. I like how elegant it looks, and then you look closer and you're like, oh, never mind. Base Bloodline of Combat. Yeah, so Bloodline of Combat is supposed to be an operator at their peak performance of their entire lifetime. So what the game is saying is that Gladia's peak performance is being shirtless. What do they mean by this? Also, Gladia, much like South, the character that my VTuber is based on, her skin is superheated. After combat, she dunks herself in ice before going outside. Otherwise, she would burn anyone who makes contact instantly. Her skin is absurdly warm from the energy of fighting, so she covers herself in ice. That one is Epoch. Oh, gotcha. Twin Peaks, apparently so. Okay, now let's take a look-see. You've got a lot of level 50s. You love your characters. I want to see... first off, real quick, is there any stupid? No, good. I want to see what your favorites are. That is what I'm most interested in. Why is W not one of your favorites? Isn't it because she mostly fights underwater? No, it's just she superheats herself, but partially, yes. Why is W not one of your favorites? And yes, W is one of 2 characters in the game with an actual real gun. She was supposed to be a character who is in the SOP mod family, and she got scrapped from Girls Frontline for being too similar visually to SOP mod. So then when they all quit, they brought over the W design. And they thought, no, this is a really good design. Why the fuck would you scrap this? And they were right. It is a very, very base design. Also, it's so weird to see, like, I've kind of forgotten what default W looked like. She was one of the hardest glow-ups, similar to Crown Slayer, where she got released as an operator, they reworked all of her art in the story. Old W's art was incredibly Girls Frontline coded. Let me actually see if I can pull that up real quick. Old W Arknights. I just want to show this off, because it is drastically different. There we go. Like, it's much more obvious that she was a Girls Frontline character when you look at her old art. I believe this is the old art. This might be the modernized version. 1 second. Yep, here we go. Okay, 1 second. So let's just hide that. So, like, yeah, it's a lot clearer here. But I actually kind of prefer this design, if I'm being crazy, if I'm being honest. I think the original W art, the rustic feel, is so much better. GFL has shown Sophu a straight wish-off. I don't see it personally. I've looked at Sophu. She just has a stupid shirt. It is not a Wish-Adele ripoff. Needs yellow eyes? Maybe so. But no, it is much more clear that she was supposed to be a girl's frontline character from this art than it is for the newest one. And I love her Eripathy lesions here that later got reduced to scars. This was originally Eripathy. But if you look very closely in the game, it no longer is. Now it is just scars, I believe. Or at least it's harder to tell. Yep, no, now it's red rather than black. These are now scars. They used to be Eripathy lesions. Old W is more kudere, new W is insane. Exactly. She reminds me of Fell Bullet. I kind of get you. You're crazy, I hate it. No, that's fair. It just appeals to me more, that's all. Okay, Blaze Alter based. Her S2 is massively underrated. It's actually a great skill. Now let's take a look-see at your faves. That is who I want to see. Funny thing about Bloodline of Combat skins. What's up? Okay. Level 70. So these are a mark of absolutely favorites. Chen only has one. Yeah, why would she not only have one? It's not her original class? Of course it's not. Obviously, her getting a water gun is more powerful than the legendary sword. The legendary one-of-a-kind sword is obviously weaker than a water gun she got from some guy. Now, if you still use Surta, you probably don't. Get her module, it is like a 25% damage increase. It is actually kind of absurd. But these days, you generally don't use her. A bath versus a legendary sword? Exactly. I don't really use her and module blocks are limited. Yeah, I figured that was the case, but just in case. Like, she's very pretty, so I'm gonna guess most of these are pretty women. Yep, you have a type. Not to call you out. Be right back. No worries, Stan. No. But yeah. Not really worth using these days, but she used to be obviously goated. Arketo, her IS module is so fun. If you really love IS, also get her S1 masteries. But that's only if you really love it. I still stand by her S3 is her best skill. I don't know what it is, but when she released, everyone just kind of collectively ignored her S3 being absurdly good because her S2 was fun. As crazy as it might sound, Arketo's S2 was one of the only minigame skills in the entire game. So you know how like some characters you're basically playing a minigame with their skill? This was the origin. This was the first one. I prefer Vina over Surfer. Surfer? Understandable. I always used S3. Yeah, that's fair. This is the paid skin. I am personally a big fan of her E2, just because the gun wings, it's so cool. And yet, by the way, this is the other character, what I was mentioning earlier. Ixuzie specifically has a Chris Vector. She is the only other character with a real gun. And I believe it is this one, this bad boy here. I forget if it's a E1 or E2. Isn't it E2? No, I think it's the E0. I think it's the E0. She changes guns. It is what it is. But I just find the gun wing angel to be absolutely awesome. Yeah, it's E01. Yeah, I thought so. This one's fake. That was why I checked the other one. The other one's the Chris Vector. Carpal tunnel skill. Absolutely. Lemon looks like she has an AWP. Yes, she does look like it, but it's not. Pazemka, based as hell. Skadi, good stuff. You didn't get her module because she's kind of fallen off. It's crazy to think that Skadi was one of the best characters in the game, like, not long ago. Irene's Magnum isn't a real gun. It's not based on a real gun brand and model. That's what we mean. When we say it's not a real gun, we're not talking if it's a crossbow, because, for example, Andriana's sniper rifle is actually a crossbow styled to look like a gun. What we mean is it is a real-life gun. Ixuzie has a real-life gun, a Chris Vector, that you can go out and buy. W has a real-life grenade launcher that you can go out and buy. That's what we're talking about. Her module's not very good? No, it's not. Bards as a whole got kind of dogshit modules, and module blocks are limited. Gladia. Why does everyone do Gladia masteries? They are just not worth it. They are simply not worth it. We can't buy those. Those Americans are asleep. No, unfortunately, there are multiple Americans not sleeping and watching me. It's lovely to have them, but they should really sleep for their own health. Go out and buy on the black market, that is. Look, obviously, it depends where you live. Guns would need to be legal, so basically just America. Pazemka's crazy, she is. She's also crazy pretty. Also, I'm gonna be so real, I did not realize her other skin had a boob jiggle. Like, that is a really obvious boob jiggle I never noticed. I'm too busy looking at her face and her thighs. But mainly her face. But she has like a crazy boob jiggle. Is Pazemka good? Yes. She was for a while. The best sniper DPS in the game. She's obviously been power crept since then by Wishadel, but she's still a top tier DPS. I wake up this early based. I did sleep. Let's go. Hi, I was mentioned. Hi from 5 a.m. I would, but my brain says bedtime is 5 a.m. I see. Pazemka's got the best EP song. I personally don't like it. It's just not my cup of tea, but I'm glad you enjoy it. She's alright these days. No, she's still really, really good. She's still very solid. Like, she's still a top tier DPS. It's just, she's now top 5 snipers probably, rather than guaranteed top 1. Even Ray wins a DPS race. Don't say even Ray like Ray is bad. Liscum's gun look like a Glock. I don't believe they're a real gun model. I think they're based on a Glock, but for legal reasons they're not, because they could get sued for that. Yep, Skadi, insanely based Gladiator, Y Masteries. Okay, now one last horny fact. I've given you all some psychic damage, so let me give you a horny fact to act as eye bleach. I mentioned this in the last account review video, but if you take a close look at the white form of Spectre Alta in this skin, this material is entirely see-through, as you can see by this line here, and the fact that her boob is showing from the side. Meaning not only is she not wearing panties, she is also not wearing a bra, and she is going around flashing everybody. Which, that checks out. Spectre gonna Spectre. So she is completely naked. That is very visibly see-through material. You can see her thigh all the way down here. I don't sleep during the night. I sleep a while during the day. Ah, you're just nocturnal. Gotcha. Spectre the unhinged. More like Spectre the unclothed. Okay. I do love to see Cutter appreciation. She is, in my opinion, the best 4-star full stop. There are others who are in contention for the best 4-star, but the default is Cutter. Situationally, others are better, in my opinion. Estelle, she is unfortunately utter dog shit, but she's pretty. Matoi Maru is... Look, I love Matoi. She's so bad. She's so bad, man. She's so atrociously bad. She's so fucking terrible. What were they cooking? I hope they fired whoever designed Matoi Maru's kit. Holy shit. Matoi Maru tanked Tallulah's fireball, no slander. Yeah, you know who else tanked Tallulah's fireball? Gravel. Best looking operator is the worst to use. I know this is a hot take because basically everyone prefers her E2. I think Matoi Maru's best art is the E0. It's not for the boobs. It is sort of for the thighs, but it's also for the face. I don't like the face in the skin. That's all. Dempsey's crash out over the skin was legendary. Exactly. Caper, base. She's really, really fun, though obviously nowadays we've got Naran. By the way, actually, Klotz, I'm ashamed of you. Why do you not have Caper's module? It makes her on par with a 6-star DPS. And look at this. You didn't even install it. You didn't add it to the game yet. That is how uncommitted you are to leveling your Caper. How could you do this, man? What the fuck? Get her module right now. As soon as you can. I would say probably with the Chapter 16 update, I need you to go into the game and add Caper's module. It isn't out yet. I know, it comes out with Chapter 16, so this is the last time I can make this joke. You stop preloaded it for no reason. It's on the list with Narans. I see. It's the sick Zo mod. I assume you mean Schizo. Pinecone, her S1 is absolutely her best skill. Her S2 is atrociously bad. It's actually really shocking. Like, it does good damage, but holy shit, it costs 30. Hayes is also really good. She's top tier, but like, for newer players, Cutter is just the GOAT, so she stands undefeated. Fartooth, hell yeah. Now, again, one last fun fact for the day. Despite popular belief, Fartooth's name is Far-Tooth. Because she shoots tooth-like arrows very far. Her name is not Fart-Ooth. Fart-Ooth. Wow. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Her name is Far-Tooth. 2 separate words. What's an ooth? I don't know. Doesn't exist. Maybe you're reading the words wrong. Surely Contrail's the best 4-star these days? No. Contrail is the best for late game players. For early game players, the best 4-star is Cutter. Cutter can compete with 6-star guards. Only barely, but still. She technically outperforms Chen in some situations. But that is why I say Cutter is the best. Caper is the best for late game players, but she has massive drawbacks like not fucking blocking. There's something we're not considering. What if this man isn't a hyper whale and this is simply a press account? It is not. New PV just dropped. Oh, let's go. Please put it in the Discord. I'd love to check it out. I thought Fartooth was just common sense. Exactly. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people have made fetish art of the other reading of her name. And unfortunately, I love Fartooth. Case in point, my Discord other account, my profile picture is a fan art of Fartooth's thighs. So when I was looking for fan art of Fartooth, I unfortunately came across the fetish art of Fartooth. And I regret having eyes. So, spare yourselves the horror. What do you mean it's your editor? True. Tarkus is just my editor, don't mind me. Will there be another review after this? It is 10 to 9, so no. I'm so sorry. This is definitely the last account. Please do head to bed if you're hoping for a last weird spin. I'm so sorry, everybody. I got distracted. But hey, for what it's worth, if the YouTube video hits 100 likes, I will do more next week. If not, I'll do more next month. And next time I do account reviews, I will do at least 3 accounts, okay? Will Tarkus ever get out of the basement? No. He'll die there. What time zone are you? I'm in Australia. I'm Australian, so it is 10 to 9 for me. So basically, I share a time zone with Japan. Okay. And every time I see this, I think this is ALLLLLL. I completely get the confusion. Based? Based? Hell yeah, I love asbestos. I gave lots of fun facts about asbestos last weekend, but man, it is very, very funny to me that she is a salamander. I really love that. 79 likes currently. Oh, sweet, it's not gonna happen. I'm in the clear. And yes, a lot of people think Mystima has a blue tongue. No. Asbestos is the only character in the game with a confirmed blue tongue. Mystima's tongue is actually confirmed to be red and normal colored. It is not blue. It is only Asbestos that has a blue tongue. For whatever reason, a lot of people have a blue tongue fetish. I don't really get it, but hey, for what it's worth, they're appealing to you. Also, fun fact about Asbestos, she doesn't fucking shower. She's actually as stinky as people think Mudrock is. I fear the art. Her teeth are very sharp. She's gonna bite it off. Blue tongue fetish? I don't get it, man. Oh, yo, they added Lowlight to the game. Let's go. Top 15 hottest operators. I kind of agree. Asbestos is very pretty, despite how stinky she is. Yes, so, fun fact about Andriana. This is not a sniper rifle. This is a crossbow. Is there a reason Asbestos doesn't shower? She basically spends all day, every day in the jungle. Sort of like Eunectes. So yeah, fun fact. Andriana does not have a sniper rifle. This is a crossbow. She is just a massive gun fan, so she modified it to look like a sniper rifle. It's not a crossbow. No, it is not literally a crossbow, but that is close enough to get across what it is. It is not a gun. It is not a gun. I went away, you're still on cop. I'm so sorry, Ravioli. I've been very slow and distractible today. This is my fault. This is not Clop. No, Cop, you don't need to apologize. It's an air rifle. Yes, it is not a actual gun, because she does not have a license for that. Only Blacksteel and Laterano have actual guns. Except in cases like W, where she stole a gun from a dead body, who in turn stole it from the Sancto. Okay. April based. April is one of my firmest recommendations for anyone looking for fun. She's an incredibly fun operator. She's a fast redeploy ranged unit. Only today, usually I get 3 or 4. I have never once been distracted anytime ever while streaming, and you cannot prove otherwise. Like, try to prove. Name one time I have ever gotten even lightly distracted while streaming. This is an impossible challenge. It would never happen. By my records, this is almost twice as fast as usual. Well, I usually stream account reviews for like 4 hours, and I usually do 4 accounts in that time, so you're just wrong. I thought it was the Sancta can use guns. They do not work for anyone else. Anyone else can use guns. Anyone else can use guns. They just don't know how to make them. Black Steel cracked that secret, which is why they're such a big deal. April's sound effects and voice lines are amusing. They are. She's very, very wholesome. Can you give a fun fact about Blue Poison? Okay, despite a lot of the memes, Blue Poison herself is not actually poison, and she gets very sad because she loves baking, but no one ever wants to eat her food because they assume that her poison is like skin contact, so that it's in her food. So she often bakes cakes for people, and then they refuse to eat it. But actually, Blue Poison is, like, her poison is inside her, and she kind of needs to eject it. It doesn't just happen automatically. Jessica uses a gun. Yes, she is a part of the Black Steel worldwide faction. The one and only paramilitary who are able to crack gun production outside of Sancta. However, one other individual was able to do this, and that was Cessa. He is a Sarkaz. He figured out... Okay, fun fact about Cessa, actually. So few people know this. Yep, Anna already knows that. Anna already knows that. Cessa acts insane, but he is in fact very sane. He is a scientific genius who figured out how to mass-produce guns. And then decided he needed to act crazy so that no one would look into it, and he could hide this. Because the amount of death that would be caused by his inventions were not worth it. So he is basically undercover pretending to be insane, so no one, like, looks into his inventions. Don't the Siege collab characters use guns? Yes, but that is a separate thing. Those are human guns. Cessa made guns that are easy to use? Yes, he did. Most guns are actually sort of like arts control units, basically. So it is very hard to use them. The table soul sucking is canon. Oh, yeah. Blue Poison canonically guts on her knees and sucks the doctor's dick. Same as Tolopsis. Obviously, that goes without saying. That one comic, that was from the official artist. He found gunpowder, but he destroyed his research. Exactly. He found basically human guns. Cessa invented the hammer and primer. Exactly. So Cessa invented guns as we view them. Is that why he keeps missing in with his S2? No, he just sucks. Don't you mean tea applesauce? No, her name is Tolopsis. I don't understand why everyone insists on mispronouncing Tolopsis' name. Sancta guns are basically just arts ones? Yes, they are. They're mostly. He's American? He is. He just shoots explosives and he doesn't care about hitting things. I'm surprised you like Bridget, but I guess you also like Caper and Narantuya. To be fair, Loop Shooter, in my opinion, is the most fun archetype they've added to the game in like 5 years. It's crazy how fun Loop Shooters are. They just have so much inherent, like, strategy to them. They're very simple, but very fun. Now, you're a big fan of Grey, but only as alter, not as original. Big fan of Ji-Yun. She's very pretty. Quirkus, based. Karara, cringe. And now let's take a look-see. Who are your 90s? Inez. Oh, okay. Are all of these 90s going to be maxed out? Or is it just Inez who is a genuine... There's an argument to be made for M9, even though, arguably, Inez is better at E2 level 1 with no masteries. Okay. Oh, okay, no, there is a limit. Good. Now, no modules, really. You really don't like Yo! Stalkers! They said it couldn't be done. We found Blinar's module. I wasn't sure that this was in the game. What does this even do? I was not aware that this existed, but we have now confirmed it is possible to get Blinar's module. You're the first person I've ever seen with it. Also, I'm gonna be so real, I do not like his new skin. I think this skin is absolutely peak. I will never get the new skin. In my opinion, this skin is absolutely perfect. I had Blinar module. I just zoned out and forgot about it. Sten, don't mind me. I thought the mod came out in chapter 16. No, it's been out for months. Nerl, understandable. She's an M9 candidate, but her S1's kind of fringe. Cholbai based. You're an IS grinder. Love to see it. Ooh, good. Okay, so you're a little bit of a meta sweat. That's absolutely fair. I'm surprised you don't use Eunectes' skin. Actually, never mind. You're an arse man, not a boobs man. Right, I forgot. Whislash. I could have possibly found Lemon's gun. It's the RPA range maker. I could be incredibly incorrect. Maybe so. Check his RA after this. Don't worry, I will. I saw that. I didn't acknowledge it, but I saw that. Horn. And yeah, this is the one I was talking about, by the way, where it's kind of like a weird swimsuit style thing. This looks like a wedding dress. It is absolutely not. Look at how much hip she's showing and the entirety of her arms. She is wearing a leotard, and like a really high-cut leotard. And she looks furious to be wearing this. Pretty, she is very pretty, but I love how pissed off she looks by what she's wearing. Also, welcome in, Adareth. I just realized I didn't say hi to you. Okay. They played enough to get the Hoshi skin? Yes, but he correctly deduced I do not understand why people love the RA Hoshi skin. Tactical is so much better than Guna. This skin is absolute peak. This skin is perfect. I love this skin so much more than the other. I have the figurine of this skin. It is just to my right. I own 3 Arknights figurines, and one of these is this. And one of them was gifted from a friend. I only bought 2. Leotard, don't worry about it. Hoshi, base. Damn, you are really dedicated. You're level 90s. You level every skill that's worth using. Take notes, Anna. Do you notice how they level every skill that's worth using, and as a result, they don't have Shu mastered on her M2? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Also, it's really weird that Shu is drinking from a piss jar. It was such a strange lore detail for that to canonically look like tea, but it's actually just Shu's piss, and she's just recycling it. Okay, now Chen, hell yeah, brother. I do like Chen's skin, even though she always looks like a stripper. Lemoen based, finally someone with Lemoen's S1 mastered. It is actually a very fun skin. Piss jar? I heard piss jar? What are you talking about, Marshu? I do like Lemoen. I finally leveled mine. I still don't really use her. I like her as a character, I just don't necessarily like her gameplay. It was very kind of you to provide Shu with that jar. Yeah, well, she bought the merch. The piss is her own. I just gave her the jar. Naran base. Now, once again, I'm absolutely shocked and appalled. Despite being a massive loop shooter fan, despite having her M9, you haven't bothered getting her module yet. That is actually crazy and fucked up, and I can't believe you. Fun fact of the day. Players of World of Tanks and War Thunder combine the word leopard, the tank, with retard, and call each other leotard. Well, I meant the article of clothing, Taxi, but that is hilarious. No Naran module? Exactly. It is actually fucked up, despite your massive love of Narantuya. No Naran module to be seen. How could you? You haven't even installed it into the game yet. Ray, based. She doesn't have other skills. She only has S3. Rosa, no love for attack up gamma. Oh, this is so tragic. Everyone out here getting M9s, but then you just diss my boy attack up gamma. When no one got me, I know attack up gamma got me. And Loki, again, this is probably my favorite skin in the game. Rosmontus is so cute in this skin. It is absolutely adorable. It is everything I wanted of a Rosmontus skin. It even has a different Rosmontus in the mirror looking mournful. Because it's a Dreamland skin. Now, the one downside to this skin is she's posed in a way that is designed to appeal to the Rosmontus fans who mostly went to Blue Archive, shall we say. But you can very easily ignore that, and it can just be cute. And she's got levitating cats, one of who is on fire. And it's just overall an incredibly, incredibly cute skin, and I really love it. Her other skin is so sad. This skin is very, very sad. She's basically just sitting here mourning all of the deaths of the Rhodes Island operators, who she's forgotten. She keeps mementos on them, but because of her memory issues, all she remembers is the names. She just has the mementos marking her close, cherished friends and mentors as dead. Aren't you also a levitating cat? No, I've got thighs. How am I levitating if I've got these bad boys? Orphan lore? No, that's separate. That's actually separate. 2-in-1 deal, exactly. Schwartz, hell yeah, brother. I've never understood the Schwartz S2 gang. It's always been the inferior skill. Typhon, I'm not a big fan of this skin. I think this skin really shows off how stupid Typhon's proportions are, whereas the others kind of hide it. I'm just not a big fan. Like, even just how fucking stupidly huge her hair is. It is drastically larger than her. But ultimately, Typhon's very fun and based. Hell yeah. Love to see it. You love to see it. I'm a big fan of Wishdale. I am the target audience of this skin, by the way. Unfortunately, I made a dumb bet that means I need to do an RA playthrough, courtesy of this skin. But I can't be mad. Typhon has an NPC face. You want to know who has an NPC face? Insider. Let me real quick... yeah, for the most part, these are all just meta choices, aren't they? Let me just take a quick skim. I'm expecting everybody to have their meta. Yeah, exactly. Okay, you're a real meta, Andy. But no, that's absolutely fine. Like, these are meta characters. It makes perfect sense. But no, you want to know who has a real NPC face? This motherfucker. This motherfucker has the Roblox default face. When we saw this guy as an NPC, everyone thought there was no way he would ever escape NPC jail. Because this art was not it, and his face is so stupid. And then not only did he escape NPC jail, they didn't change it. Who? He's a 5-star welfare marksman. No one knows him. Who designed that face? I know, right? It's work time. Have fun. Thanks for coming, Parker. Have a lovely day. Bro came from a manhwa. He really did. He's literally normal man. That's his entire character. Because he's a Lataran, it's great. It is funny that he's a Lataran, and I do like that. I just don't like his face. It's the same way that, like, Executor's entire personality, being that he's incredibly outlandishly autistic, is hilarious to me. Because he's really hot and they play into that. He frequently gets flirted with, and then after like 2 sentences with him, the people flirting with him completely lose interest because of how overwhelmingly autistic he is. I gotta go. Best of luck on your exam, Whistle! Thanks for coming! Why is Insider if I can use Keen Glint, especially since he came out after? Riz God, he is. Look at how hot he is. He's fucking smoking. And then you try to flirt with him, and it's like, do you want to, and you say, you want to go out for a date? And his response is, a date? Where are you going to find that kind of fruit these days? But he's being dead serious. I don't recall any date trees being planted in the premises. Well, you'll be obtaining this fruit. Shall we make it a retrieval mission? I'll go get my shotgun and landmines. Also, by the way, he planted landmines outside the doctor's door and barbed wire. In the hallway. This man became Pope. He has unspoken Riz. Yeah, if you taped his mouth shut, he has a lot of Riz. He what? Yeah, he's a bit of a crazy one. He also one time suggested that when they were in a hostage retrieval situation, the best way to get the hostage out of that building was to blow up the entire building so that they're not in danger anymore. And then people started going, won't that kill the hostage? And then he said, nah, trust me with explosives, bro. And then they didn't do that. I wonder why. Because technically his mission was to, like, neutralize the terrorists and stop them from holding a hostage. It said nothing about saving the hostage, so he said, hey, let's just kill the hostage and the terrorist. Problem solved. Fun listening to you, but I need to dip a meal. Thanks for coming, Stream. Lovely to have you. Have a lovely rest of your day. Kill the hostage so they have no hostage. Exactly. I see South likes Akimbo's shotgun so much. No, I just like his fit. Executor's outfit is one of the rare Arknight's outfits where you could just legitimately wear it IRL and you would just look stylish as hell. Now, maybe not the dress shirt. In my opinion, the underlayer could easily be a t-shirt and it would be pulled off just as well. You need to be really fit and have a very well-tailored dress shirt for this to work. But this is just a bangin' jacket, bangin' boots, bangin' pants. This just overall looks fantastic. And then in addition, obviously, the Akimbo shotguns make it more stylistic. This is, I really love whenever they have really grounded, like, Arknights has really underappreciated male fashion. As another example, Shongwa's skin, his first skin. This is really, really stylish. Like, the cow print looks kind of stupid, but it's actually really cool birds. It's a very strange aesthetic. But it is incredibly stylish. They go the absolute extra mile, and that is why Arknight's characters' men don't look stupid and generic. They're very, very well designed. He got an ass, he does have that cake. There is no hostage, you can't prove there was a hostage. Exactly. Imagine Eku Alter animation where she and Executor fight, it's just him trying to very autistically show off his favorite gun. Is this the last account? This will be the last account. I'm so sorry, Riv. He's a dragon? Yes, he's a dragon. All caked up on Friday afternoon, no one to go. I know, right? It's tragic. And also my personal favorite, and this will be the last fun fact. Don't worry. My personal favorite Phantom. Every single one of his skins is not only a completely different outfit, but insanely stylish. Look at how clean this suit is. Look at the cravat. How incredibly balanced this is. This is an excellent outfit. He looks so fucking cool. Then you go to his E2, and it's much more of a clean look. He's no longer going for the edgy assassin. He's thrown off the cloak. He's much more like upfront, much more honest. You know more about him. Then you've got his first skill where he's performing. He's showing off how hot he is. He's dressed in a performance outfit. It's still practical, but he's very much part of the Phantom trope in this bad boy. And then you have this bad boy, and it is incredibly clean as well. And all of them are just plain suits, but every single one is unique, cut perfectly. They're just excellent. I love Phantom's design. And the Plague Doctor in the background as his clone, it's just so peak. Rate Thorn's Alter Skin, don't worry. Eventually I will be redoing all of the drip rankings. And then he wear that hobo arc cape. Yeah, but he pulls it off. I love Phantom design, him and his altar. It is very, very peak. Sure you're not gay? Yes, I am sure I'm not gay. I am attracted to some men very occasionally, but it is exceptionally rare. And then, of course, you have Tragodia. And I don't like Tragodia as much, but his design is also fire. Like, this is a very stylish man. I just personally think the original Phantom is way more stylish. I think OG Phantom is just so peak. It will never match it. I just like that Miss Christine is in all of them. I know, right? It's super, super wholesome. It's all over the screen. Bonk. Also, welcome in AVGS. Inside her, just like inside me. Sorry, I didn't notice you were in Kick Chat. Lovely to have you. Alrighty, Klutzkop, thank you. Look, I even pronounced your name correctly. Thank you so much for lending me your account, sir. It was lovely to see it. You're a little bit of a whale and a little bit of a meta Andy, and for once I can judge because you've spent more money than me. You are probably the second account I've ever reviewed where I can actually be positive I haven't spent more than you. It is very, very rare, so I'm gonna jokingly judge you about that. Did you check his face? I did. I know it felt like ages ago, but I did. Thank you. No, thank you for lending me your account, sir. And thank you all so much for coming, everybody. Did you base? I did. I started with that. 2 accounts, that's a new record. That is a new record for lowest. It's not hard to spend more than you, South. I have spent an undisclosed amount on Arknights. Let me just say this. I've only recently exceeded the amount of money I've spent on Arknights on VTubing. Only recently. I'm cute and adorable. I disagree. 2 whole accounts, it's a new record? It is. It's a new record low. Can we do a wheel spin for funsies? Okay, do you want to do a wheel spin for funsies, but handshake emoji, no one's disappointed? Actually, no, that would feel bad, because then they'd want to skip ticket. It's 7 a.m., I'm gonna sleep. Sleep well, come with a gun. Thanks for coming, everybody. Never thought South would go through 3 accounts in 2 accounts in 3 hours. Actually, 2 accounts in 3.5 hours. Okay, I'm gonna go find somebody to raid on Twitch. Thank you all so much for coming at YouTube and Kick. It was lovely to have you. Please consider liking the stream. It would really mean a lot to me. And the more you like the stream, the more I'm gonna do account reviews in the future. Unironically, the reason I'm going to monthly account reviews is because everyone kept liking the streams, and it makes me feel happy. And also that you guys show up and enjoy them. But, like, that was unironically a major part. I know, it's pathetic. I am desperate for attention. But thank you all so much for coming. You're not missing anything. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will catch you next time, everybody. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.